And I'm in.
Okay, sweet. So while we wait for the next we'll start at 2 o'clock. So we talked a little bit about who
It's
each
here.
of us are super interested to see. These are the absolute best players in the game. These guys are insanely good. Every one of them is just infinitely better than me and Deity. Not better than Cafe Kaz because, well, Cafe Kaz is super good. But me and Deity, yeah, these guys just, make us look like absolute chumps. Easy peasy stuff. But Gary, you want to throw up the betting? I'll explain the betting to everybody. So as soon as this pops up in chat, are we good? Okay, so everybody, for the first round, I need you to bet exclamation point bet 1 for Derp Turtle and exclamation point bet 2 if you want to bet on Darkness. Now, you guys should at this point have some Shogun stacks in order to bet. So put those bets in, get some bets in, and after the match, we'll pick the winner before we go into it, and then after the match, you will get your points.
And so this is gonna be how you enter to win the gift cards, I'm assuming?
That's correct. So at the end of the stream, you will be able to buy tickets for the gift card raffle with these points. So the better you are at picking the winner, the more chances that you have at the gift cards.
To see the gamble alls that are gonna happen near the end of the tournament.
Dude, right? Oh man, chat is going
Wow, there's a lot of D Derp Turtle supporters
a
out
lot
here.
Yeah,
of
that's
D
what I was
Derp
about to
Turtle
say.
support. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I mean, it's also probably part of the Acades Lover Club.
Ah, yes, true. That
I mean,
cursed
it is.
copy pasta. I hope you have
That's
your
right.
mods in chat to protect you against.
We absolutely do. We do. I have made sure that the auto mod as well will be filtering some of that stuff out.
Yeah, the Automod actually really hates a lot of parts of the Acades copy
That
pasta.
is true. That is true. However, the copy pasta that will never be filtered is the Godless copy pasta. That's right.
Ah, perfection,
That's
perfection.
right. Yes.
Okay, so
So
are
we
you
do
ready to?
see, yeah, we are about ready. If you guys want to start up the room, darkness hit ready, and then we will get the room started. Gary, you want to shut down the bets?
Kaz, are you gonna join the room?
I
Yeah, he's
am
in
here.
on Sun Juan.
Oh, I see.
I am the real Cafe Kaz today. I don't think you
That's
noticed.
right.
Hey,
That's right.
I'll throw up a Vildred angry face.
Vildred Angry Face. So if we want to
Recruiting.
Azura, if you want to start up the room, we will be good to go. All right, so we are started up. So Derp Turtle has almost 69% support on this one.
Holy
Well,
cow.
you know what's interesting? Now, hopefully they aren't watching the stream right here, but the last time I saw Derp compete inside of a tournament, he first picked Acades every single game. Oh, he's playing for real.
He's
Okay,
playing
never
for
mind.
real. Yeah.
He wants that money.
This is best of one. These guys have to go real hard. You do see the FCC ban, and you also see
Lili's
the
first pick
Rylet
as well.
ban.
Into a Lilius. Wow. Okay, so Highs is ready to tank it downtown. I wonder if this is going to be the first 4 horsemen draft of the tournament.
Very possible. So we see the
it
DN
is.
come out and the
There
crowd.
it is.
They're taking up very, very standard.
Very standard, very tanky. I know that Darkness is very well known for his heft, his thickness. However, I also know that he really likes his Dragon Girls. So not having FCC, I know it's a very typical first ban, right? But almost a targeted ban because I know Darkness very, very proud of his FCC. So it's interesting. He's hovering over he was hovering over the CDOM. I know that probably wouldn't work in this
Yeah, I don't
team.
think he's going to switch up into Cleave here, but he's really alternating over that Litica as well. Oh, Spectre Tenebria ends up coming
Ooh,
out.
That's actually really solid because now Derp has to either ban or draft Reach right now.
He might be targeting out the ban on the... Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to target out the ban on the Spectre Tenebria here if he locks in this ML Crow.
Ooh, first match of the game.
And a Watcher Shuri.
What?
Raw Watcher
Ooh.
Shuri. I guess that's to one-shot the Ruel. But the interesting thing here, too, is that this blocks out Hyze's normal last pick here. Generally, he'd last pick a Dizzy in this situation because it's really, really great with the Lilius as well, but you do not want to draft that into ML Crow, right?
That Bassar's a really good pick, though.
Mm-hmm.
That is, yes. So who do you ban out here on the Derp Turtle side? So the Falconeer Quarry and the Bassar get banned out.
Yeah, you have to, if you draft double Crow Dian, you have to ban Bassar.
Yeah.
Right? There's no contest. Now, the interesting thing here, too, is that he did end up leaving up the Spectre Tenebria, so over time, she's going to shred through that team.
She is. But we'll see how much... Wow, that's a super fast Watcher Shuri.
Yeah, I wonder how much damage it does. It's going to have attack buff here as well.
Yeah.
The surprise pick from
Turtle. Does this just delete the Ruel?
Yeah, it's dead. Guaranteed. 100%.
Oh, wow.
Oh, 25k damage.
Damn.
Very nice. That's kind of spooky. Hey, that's one of those things that works the first time you see it, and best of one, you know.
Right.
Already a 3v4.
For sure. No, definitely. I want to see how much this crowd does, because the 25. Defense buff isn't going to do anything here.
No.
Still takes the Spec Tenny down to half though. Now he doesn't have anything really to follow that up, so the Tenny is going to have pretty much free reign for a while.
Exactly.
So that crowd is only +3 on Molos for his S3.
Oh, that's interesting. And he ended up putting Molagora into the S2 as well for that last Rider crowd.
Yeah.
Now, it's going to be a little bit of a game of RNG here. If this Lilius can continually pull the Spec T and she can continuously crit, he's going to have an easy game here. But it's looking like it's not going to happen.
So if he takes out the last Rider crowd, that takes out any sort of reach that D-Derp Turtle would have. Now, granted, the last Rider Crow isn't going to be cycling that S3 very fast because there's not a lot of AoE. I'm sure at this point Darkness isn't going to be really using the Lilius S3. The only thing you really have is the Alencia S3 for the most part to come out. So it isn't going to be super fast turnaround on that.
Going into the Lilius here, do you think it kills from this health?
Yes.
Yeah, and it is enough. Yeah, because he had attack buff as well.
This is not looking good for Darkness at all.
Darkness is going to transfer into his Spec 10A multiple soul burns right as the buffs wear off and with a lot of deaths on board. So there is a decent chance.
Ooh, and you've got the Mind's Eye coming out.
She should have it back up here, though. It looks like Spec 10A is going to miss her opportunity.
That is true, and he soul burns in order to cycle it faster.
Yeah, cycle it faster.
But
the defense buff is worn off.
The defense buff is worn off, and if I know anything, though, I know that 50% of the time, anti-crit works 0% of the time, as we can see right there, and the defense break. So that's real huge. This last Rider Crow, I think, just dies here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he does soul burn.
And then
it actually works this time, although last Rider Crow will die here. Now it's a matter of Alencia versus the world, and Mind's Eye's proccing quite a lot for Darkness, which is huge.
It's a race to the horse now. If he can survive to the horse, it's...
He's still got 3 turns left before that horse comes up. But yeah, if he can survive, as long as he doesn't get stripped here, does he have high enough effect resistance?
Ooh.
He does. Double resistance on that, which is very, very nice for him.
Yes, but now...
And it looks like he might be able to win it out.
It's true. Darkness, though, does have the defense buff, which is going to help out the Alencia. You do have the elemental advantage in this situation. Again, anti-crit working for just about everybody except for myself when I use anti-crit.
No mind's eye trigger.
Yeah, lands on the Alencia as well to get that pushback.
So one thing that he did last turn was he had S3 ready and he saved it. I don't know if that was to try to avoid the mind's eye as much as possible, since he already had it proc last turn.
It's very possible, yeah. So we do see the soul burn here. Crit onto the crowd. Now this is going to be dangerous. The longer that they go, the more that Crow is going to just be able to horse the Alencia.
He's still got one more turn for it happens, and a dual
attack. Dual attack, and a crit on the Crow. Ooh, into a crit on the Mind's Eye. That Crow is just dead.
Yeah, it looks like that's just enough damage to pull through here. The Spec team will collect the kill on the Crow and the DN simultaneously, and that wraps up this game.
Absolutely, and the DN does no buffs, wraps it up, and that's actually a really, really good match. I did not expect that to come back out from there.
So it looks like the surprise Watcher Shuri was not enough to win Derp Turtle out this game. He just didn't have enough reach for the Spectenny. That's why I was saying he needed to ban out that Spectenny from the get-go. But also there's some suggestions from chat coming in. They want to know if you'll turn on game sounds.
Yeah, actually, 1 second.
It's a little bit quiet. D-Derp Turtle is knocked out of the tourney, and then also, I guess, did Shogun leave? Is he still here?
No, he's going. He has to walk over to do the...
Okay. Highs too good. Highs pulls it out, flexing that legend border, proving that since he dominated in Season 1, he will continue to dominate into Season 2.
That Basar last pick to try to force the Spectenny through was everything. That's what won the game for him.
That's why having last pick is so powerful, right? Yeah. You can just slap a force ban in there, and then it's immediate loss.
I thought he was going to go for the A. Coley last pick if he didn't pick into an AoE unit. But he did, because Watcher he could reach with us too.
Hey, chat, so there's the question. Who unbuilt their Basar and who's building him up right now to fight against Last Rider Crow? I know I am. I need him back. Wardrobe POV, true. But now the video cut off. I also do need to ask Shogun about moving the actual betting thing. I guess because he doesn't need the bottom where it says that it's a poll, right? Because it's blocking part of the screen. Legend fight Aether Bulge versus Shiok. This is actually a salty run back for Aether Bulge, right? Or no? I think the last tournament that I saw was Shiok versus... It was either Snow or Aether Bulge, right?
I think it was Aether Bulge.
I wonder who will pull it out here. Yeah, Shogun.
Do we have
There's actually one more thing that they want you to adjust. Do you see where the voting thing is right there? It actually covers up part of the screen. So what they want you to do, or what I would suggest, is that you move it down a little bit. See
down a little bit? Yeah, absolutely. Yes. When we put it back up for the next one, I will adjust that, no problem.
Yeah.
Or resize it anyways.
It is 2 a.m. for Aether Bulge. So he's asking to get this party started.
All right. We will get the poll up, or the betting up real quick, and then we'll get the room started.
It's Shiok's the same time zone.
But yeah, no, this is actually a really big fight right here. I'm super excited for this one.
It's rough that it's so early in the tournament because these are two powerhouses, so one getting knocked out is...
That's true, but realistically, there's a lot of powerhouses in this tournament, right? I mean, it's real tough to really take a single person and be like, this is the person in the tournament, right? So, I mean, even if one of these two is knocked out, well, obviously one of these two is knocked out, then we're going to have plenty more to take up the reigns, the legendary reigns.
Rank 1 and rank 3.
Rank 1, Aether Bulge coming in. Aether Bulge, oh yeah, that's what it was. Aether Bulge won the last Cafe Championship Cup, and then Shiok won the Apari Cup.
That's
very,
true.
very
Yeah.
interesting.
And
battle
the betting is up. I will go run around to the other side and resize that while we get the drafts.
So there's the Fallen Cecilia first pick from Aether Bulge as well. I believe that's his favorite first pick in the game.
Yeah, when he gets that, it's terrifying
Yeah.
for the rest of the draft.
Becomes a lot stronger player with Fallen Cecilia on board. And Ruel comes out from Shiok. And the Last Rider Crow. Okay, it looks like my prediction will be false. I predicted 3.5 Last Rider Crows here. We're already at 2. Hey, thanks for that reminder to hydrate. I'll go ahead and drink some water.
Is hydrating with Mountain Dew count?
No. Anti-hydration. And the first Tempest Surin comes out. Does Shotgun Shogun have Hala W enabled?
No.
Unfortunately. And the Lilius goes on to the side of Shiok, breaking up the Lilius Falconer Clury pairing.
All right, I am back.
T-Surin is always good too.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it looks like
hey,
Shiok had a
what are these
targeted ban
drafts?
this round as well.
What are these drafts? I walk around to the other side of the computer and I see some Last Rider Crow. I'm pretty sure that's 2 for 2. Kaz,
Yeah, that's
nobody
2
else.
out of my 3.5 prediction.
That's
It looks
right.
like I may be wrong.
I was going to say, ooh, and we see a Charlotte. Shiok is going AoE and going home. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it doesn't look
personally,
like Tempest Surin is going to be good into this.
No, I am a big fan of the Fire Charlotte myself. There are a few Fire Charlottes that I have ran into, one from like Light and Rue, that Fire Charlotte is a Fire Ravi Aether Bulge. You're now my favorite
Oh.
because Fire Ravi is my favorite unit in the game. These are some pretty awesome drafts here,
He's been
actually.
showing off that Fire Ravi a lot recently. I bet he's pretty excited for the buffs that are coming up as well.
Oh yeah.
And there's an Alencia to help with the strip of the Deanne buffs. This is going to be a very, very interesting game.
It very
Because-
much is.
While I don't think that there's a lot of crazy damage on board here, there's a lot of AoE, and it looks like Tempest Surin is almost a dead pick on Aether Bulge's side of the field.
Absolutely, and the other thing too, for chat, Aether Bulge is the favorite to win here.
RB Rylet? Yeah, there's no RB Rylet inside of this game.
So
Surprising,
we see
isn't it?
the Ravi ban and the Alencia ban. Now, I like the Alencia ban because that does make it a little bit easier for Tempest Surin to stay alive, because Alencia really hurts the Tempest Surin pick, actually.
Yeah, plus he's going to be able to get these Deanne buffs to stick as well. Ooh,
Yep.
and that's a Rise of the Monarch Falconer Clury there.
Ooh,
Now,
interesting.
the only unfortunate part is that he has to provoke into the Lilius. He chooses
doesn't.
not to. 15%.
Doesn't matter anyways.
15%. You hate to see it.
I think he went for Last Rider Crow to try to waste the S3 immediately on the Lily. To go for the provoke after with the FCC, but it just didn't work out.
Skill
Or
3
no.
comes on out here, and he can get a little bit of damage, but it's not really going to matter if he wants to pop the S3 here or not.
It's
It'll
true.
stop the immunity, at least on the Lilius.
It will, yeah. So, I mean, that is a decent amount of
Water's
damage there.
Origin.
Water's Origin, we do see a good amount of damage on the Charlotte for being Charlotte, which means that Charlotte's probably going to do a lot of damage.
Surprised that he didn't end up opting for the cleanse there. It seems that he doesn't care as much about his Lilius, and he's just saving his cooldowns on his Ruel. But she won't be able to get the immunity since she did have that unbuffable. And Aether Bulge is able to protect from the slam here.
That is really big. You do get the attack down on the Falconer Quarry and the FCC, but doesn't really matter because your DN is going to just get rid of that. Everybody looking pretty healthy on the Aether Bulge side. Ooh, Greater Basket.
Yeah, it's a nice Alexis basket proc.
It
And
is.
it decides to spread the damage around to protect against the Ruel S2 that's eventually
true.
going to come out here.
The nice thing with a basket proc with the DN is that the DN attack buff extends that, so you get that extra turn of the greater attack on that.
All right, let's have some
Ruel
fun.
deciding to heal herself here, so he will be able to target down the Lilius if he really wants to. I like how Aether Bulge is avoiding hitting the Charlotte as well, so she can't get into that skill 3, but she is choking.
Yeah.
Slowly
Now,
but surely.
do you S3 here to knock the... No, you don't do that because there's no follow-up. You have a whole team.
They're very
waiting.
far behind here. Very
Yeah.
far behind. This dual
Nice
attack, Falconer
dual
Clury
attack.
is starting to cycle. I believe that he's essentially going to save it for when the next Falconer Clury Provoke comes out.
That's
There's no
true.
reason for him to use S3 really right now. Oh, it's down. The Lilius S3 is down.
Ooh, that was big damage right there. Nice dual attack. I wonder if Aether Bulge is using the Unity set Falconer Quarry. It's actually very strong. I use it personally. Very annoying.
Unity set Falconer Clury, lol.
I'm worried with that T-Star not on lifesteal. It's doing huge damage, but I don't know how long he'll be able to keep it alive.
Yeah, it's hanging on. Barely.
Here though, correct?
To the Lilius, yes, the Lilius should be able to snipe it out, and that'll
Yeah.
essentially be game.
Yeah, that's game at this point because Aether Bulge doesn't have a way to really out-damage this team. And with Ruel, with Last Rider Crow, with Charlotte, I don't think there's anything Aether Bulge can do.
Wow, I'm surprised that she was able to pull this out here. I guess because the Tempest Turn essentially was a dead pick, as we said earlier, right?
If that Falconer Clary cycles enough into a defense break, soul burn into the Ruel, and hits heavy with
Show
attack
you
buff
how I do things.
FCC, I don't think it's enough, but I think he's gonna go for it. It's $500.
That's true.
Gotta bet on it.
Yeah.
As long as there's an opportunity, there's the Soul Burn S3.
He's gonna try for it. The Unity set, you never know.
And there's the Soul Burn S3 from the Fire Charlotte. How much damage is gonna come out here? Does end up critting on the Falconer Flurry.
Crit on all three.
Cool, anti-crit is alive. 6.2k, that's not bad. And lands the unhealable, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
It's gonna
no,
get
that's
cleansed off right
definitely-
away.
Definitely a solid amount of damage. I was a little surprised. I thought it would be a little bit
don't you
more
just
with
surrender?
the amount of health that you saw on the Charlotte with the damage that she was taking. Thought it would be a little bit more damage there, but wow, that's some big damage from that FCC.
It's 5k off that.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yeah.
He almost gets it.
Ahead
And
of
he's
it.
on rotation.
Wow. I think he's potentially has this.
Because he'll have souls that'll be able to full burn the Falconer Clary again here shortly. Before Ruel gets a turn and he just locks down. So it comes down to, can the Charlotte out damage?
The DN. Do we see the we see a crit on the Falconer Quarry and on the FCC. Okay, so we
Not proccing the Water's Origin now, so this Falconer Clary might get another 2 turns before Ruel gets another turn. Might be able to collect the kill. It's going to be very
That was
ooh.
huge damage on that Falconer Clary. 7k.
Yeah, that was real. Ooh,
Ruel falls.
Ruel is down.
That's the execution, but Charlotte does have her S3 locked and loaded.
That
But
is
he
true.
can soul burn into. Wait, what's it? He has to kill. Because if he laps ahead, he can get rid of the Charlotte. He does not lap ahead.
So Charlotte has the S3. I think that Falconer Quarry and potentially FCC die here.
Yeah.
We also see a crit on the
gonna be close on the Falconer.
DN.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Barely survives.
I don't think he can pull this off.
This
but
is... Ouch.
With the unhealable there, it's kind
You
of
do-
sketchy.
So he goes
hit
for this
the
so he can
two.
start the healing. He goes for the S3 into the Charlotte to get rid of her buff so she gets locked down, I believe, if he has it up.
Take away
Opts
the
to go
crits.
into the Crow.
Yeah. So he gets another turn, so he has to decide whether to get rid of the Crow or get rid of the Charlotte buff so she can only single target attack.
I
I
feel
think
like...
you get rid of the Charlotte buffs here. You have to. We
Yeah.
decides not
I'll
to
show
do it.
you how I do things.
I think he had a chance. Because he can't lap this. I think he had a
No.
chance and he missed it.
Why didn't he S3 there? Because she doesn't crit without buffs.
Right.
She would have had a free turn of just an S1.
Or she would have.
And there's the crit through anti-crit, and that is game. There is no way out from here. Yeah, I feel like the Soulbird S2 into the Charlotte would have made this a completely different game.
Oh, also, because somebody lulled about it in chat. Yes, exactly. That's why I do not like Rise of the Monarch. Completely useless artifact there. Anything would have been better. Heck,
Yeah.
the Spooky Soul Use Stories artifact would have been better there, at least for the 10% defense, right? Because Falcon Clary became the lowest health unit. She can't give herself a shield, so tragedy in motion. Though I don't know what Aether Bolts was saving his souls for there.
He should have just went for, because once you lock down and give no buffs onto Charlotte, she's not going to hit you for anything. She has 23 crit chance.
Yeah, it's not happening, right?
Yeah. Definitely is a very solid game, though. I thought that the run back at the end there, it was really close, actually.
Oh wait, anti-crit doesn't even work against Charlotte, does it?
Right.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It works.
Does it?
I think so, yes.
I don't think it does.
No, I'm pretty sure that anti-crit doesn't,
They
because
literally
it
crit every
guarantees...
single time during that.
Yeah. Elemental disadvantage when you would have to miss.
No, it doesn't work against it. Ah, yes, but for the S1, had she S1'd into it, she doesn't have the
Right.
charged attack if she doesn't have buffs. I see. It's like ML Ken.
Code says it does. Who knows at this point? I don't know.
Maybe that's something I'll have to
It
hit
does.
the
Yeah.
hit the
Code's
lab
saying
and
it does
test.
work against it. I'm pretty sure if anybody has one instance of Charlotte not critting, then it works against her.
That's fair. And I mean, Code probably knows.
Yeah. Because crit is calculated before crit resist happens, right? That's why if you give yourself crit buff, you're at 100%, and then you cannot crit because of anti-crit, right?
That's fair. That is fair. So
Epic7 game mechanics. Yeah, she would have S1 and win it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so who are we waiting on right here? Malona, I believe?
yes, I believe so. Malona versus Big Boner. Now, these are two big names as well, which I'm also perfectly fine with saying Big Boner's name.
Yeah, I think he's more than just a big name.
That's true.
I hear that he's also got a big
Roster?
of heroes.
Every
That's
He's
right.
gonna put on display here.
Every unit 6-starred.
Every unit 6-starred. Is
So
Shura,
does
are we
Shura
having...
have the ability to invite them into the lobby?
He should, yes. He is the moderator, so... Chat, make sure you guys are hydrating as well.
Big rooster. True.
Let me check Discord real quick to see if there are any issues. If Malona does not show up, we do have a stand-in.
Okay.
So let me head over there and make sure.
Malona just woke up. He is here. Hey, Yakuza,
There
how
we
you
go.
doing, dude?
Okay, sweet.
Less than 3 back to you as well.
Less than 3.
Less than 3. So definitely excited about the rest of these matches. So do we see a third Moonlight Crow?
Third last rider crowd, dude. Oh, are you? Never mind.
Yes.
Are you updating the bracket as you're going?
Yes, I will be.
Tech W
There we go.
boner can be an adjective. Heart boner, true. Heart boner, brain boner, boner. All boners.
It is. So we do have both of them in the room. Both of them are ready. So let's get started since we have been Since we have been waiting...
So they both love the Yuna skin that just got released.
That is true.
Just wanted to know
It's
that
a good
out
skin.
there. It does look very cute. Yeah, she looks really cute. I just wish that she was useful.
I like Yuna. Ooh, we see an ML ball. Interesting.
Hey, first ban of the day. Very
That's
terrifying.
true. See the FCC first pick, easy.
I feel like we're gonna see a lot of Falconer Flurry and a lot of FCC today.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Just
Falconer
a
Quarry.
little prediction, right?
Falconer Quarry was the most picked unit in the Champions Cup. We do see
the Ori Calcum cannon.
We do. The level 1, as a matter of fact, flexing the level 1 green cannon. Do we see the cannon finally come out? The big boner, if you will.
He's just flexing.
Yeah, he's just flexing a lot of units out here. Ends up going for Lilius. There's no way you naturally get to Zeno in a unit list, right? That's impossible.
No, absolutely impossible. So we see a Bassar come out. An interesting... Do you think the Bassar was picked at this point to prevent Malona from picking buffable units or showing off... Ooh, the Hyperion.
I assume that he didn't want Malona to pick Bassar himself because it's kind of useless into Ruel, Falcon, or Gloria, right? It does absolutely nothing against them.
Yeah, that was my thought behind it. Because usually you pick a Bassar a little bit later or like first up, right? So
or
that
maybe
way...
so that you can pick Last Rider Crow.
Ooh,
All right,
that's
okay,
3 out of 3.
Last Rider Crow left.
Oh, and a Dark Corvus.
Wait, that's pretty good.
Hold on.
That's really good here.
That is really good. But there's no sustain really on the boner side. There is a lot of mitigation though.
Yeah, there's a lot of mitigation. I think that it's fine with the Fallen Cecilia shields and the cleanses coming out from Lilius. He should be able to just be fine with Dark Corvus doing Dark Corvus things.
We see the hovering of the SSB. Ooh, interesting.
Don't you just ban... Oh. Don't you just ban Falconer Flurry and win here? Almost, right?
Yeah, because, I mean, you would get the excessive amount of Batbacks into the Dark Corvus to just charge him up nonstop. So we see the Ruel and the Last Rider Crow. So you do have one extra Last Rider Crow in reserve now. So you have 1.5 left, Kaz.
There's a Bassar. He raw skill freeze.
Misses, I mean, obviously misses the Hyperion. Ooh, the big stun. No strip on the Dizzy.
And resistance comes out from the SSB. I wonder why he decided to S3 there. Wouldn't S2 have done essentially the same job, right? Because the Hyperion is still going to get her turn.
There's not really any buffs to strip later, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And you can put Misty buff and attack down. That attack down, even though it's on weaker units, could do more.
Yep.
Because he's just going to cleanse this right here. So now he's in a situation where he doesn't know if he wants to cleanse or just S1, and he goes with the S1.
So he's going to be charging up this Dark Corvus, and it looks like it is a resistance Dark Corvus. Double resistance on that as well.
I feel like if you do run Dark Corvus, you either run a speedy Dark Corvus on Seed or you run the high resist. Personally, I've always been a fan of the like massive effect resist, but that's just my playstyle. So we do see an attack down though on the Dark
and he's
Corvus.
holding Misty buff right now, which is a little bit unfortunate. Misses both of the water units, but hits the Abyssal Crown naturally.
He probably, I don't think he wanted to hit that Abyssal Crown though, did he?
No. He would have charged his Dark Corvus. Yeah.
So what do you do here? Do you S3 here?
All right, I think either is fine. I would have personally S1'd into the Hyperion. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference here.
Right. I guess this way you do mitigate like a little bit of the damage that she would have been doing.
Dark
We're gonna-
Horse is almost locked and loaded. She's gonna pop out the S2 here, and now Dark Horse is fully charged. So as soon as he gets a turn, something is dead.
Something is dead. Who do you, I think it's the Falconeer Quarry. Do you take out the Falconeer Quarry first? I feel like that's the biggest target with the Soulburn S3 to lock
And
him
yeah,
down.
it takes away all the mitigation from their team.
Basar's gone. Are we gonna see a 1v4? Dark Corvus solo?
Yeah, I think Dark Corvus just cleans this up. Every single unit on that enemy team has AoE. There's nothing he can do besides continue to stack. And the Lilius is going to get to cleanse here.
Yeah, she got freed from that kill. So.
Yes.
And you're also going to get the bat back from the SSB charging just a bit more.
But you know what's interesting here? Is that had Malona banned out Dark Corvus instead of the Crow, he would have been in the same exact situation.
Yeah.
Yep. Very, very good drafting from Boner.
And it looks like this Dark Corvus has slightly higher effect resist than the Dizzy as well. Because the last time she S3'd, she only landed one of the three.
just the attack down.
And this Yufine doesn't have enough effectiveness to hit it. Yep, there's another resistance. Means Dark Corvus needs one more attack.
The Dizzy
Ooh, big stun.
The Dizzy landed an attack down on Dark Corvus on her S3, so she does have the effectiveness to hit.
Yeah.
Oof. That stun was really big. Oh, and we're getting a burn now. Maybe we were wrong about the level of effectiveness, because we're going to get the S3 rotation in. Now, I think that it may have been better to wait and hold on to the souls. So it is a Crimson Seed.
Yeah, so it can only do one a turn.
And it got pushed back. Ooh.
If he lands one more burn, it's over.
Yeah. This is big. Gonna push forward. Gonna dump a bunch of damage here.
And the Dark Corvus is holding Mischance as well, so was it not as high of an effect resistance Dark Corvus as we thought?
That's
Do you
what I'm
think
thinking.
It's just low effect res? Crimson Seed? Maybe it should have invested into that Strat Gauntlet.
That's,
Oh,
yeah.
there it is.
Ooh.
Oh, and a dual
We
attack ended
definitely,
off
so
there.
we did not see the 1v4, unfortunately. And chat,
Wait a minute. The SSB landed target debuff at the end there.
Yeah.
Was he just 15%ing the entire time?
I think so.
He was
yeah.
just 15%ing.
Just
Who needs
15%.
ER, chat? Just 15%.
Yeah.
Wow, that is tragedy.
Dude, every game has flipped around almost from what we thought.
Yeah. I would say, if you're going to build a Dark Corvus, build a high effect res.
Yes.
Crimson Seed is not enough to deal with the amount of debuffs that people can put onto the board.
Timeless Anchor would have been better there too.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well.
good fights overall. I was really actually hoping that it was a super high effect resist Strax
Yeah,
Dark
so, like,
Corvus, and then would just stand there,
Crimson
shrug
Seed.
everything off for the entire time, and just hammer it out.
200 effect res Strax would have won that out, honestly.
That's right. That's right.
Build with 15%. Yeah, who needs it? Build all of your units with 15% innate resistance. Easy game.
So we do have Malona moving forward through that one. Hyperion Dawn versus Tatsuni. Now, Tatsuni...
Ooh, disrespectful ban coming out here.
Ooh.
Tatsuni has the balls of I don't know.
The
Well, let's just
Kizuna
say he
Eye.
also has a big boner.
True.
Now, the interesting thing, the thing I like about Tatsuni, right, is that Tatsuni was using ML Tywin before ML Tywin was cool. I remember I was a big ML Tywin user, and I remember seeing Tatsuni just dumpstering people in I forget whose tournament it was, but it was just did so much damage, and I'm like, see guys, ML Tywin's good, and everybody told me I was still wrong.
It looks like Hyperion has gotten a very, very powerful combo here in the Lilius Falconer Glory, starting it off right. We haven't been able to see those two on the same side of the board yet, but it's very, very powerful. Can you imagine a Lilius pulling a Falconer Flurry every single turn? It's
Every
absolutely
turn.
disgusting.
It is, yeah. I mean, on the same side, though, Tatsuni did pick up the FCC and the Ruel, which is also fairly toxic, and the Little Queen Charlotte. Now, I personally, big fan of Little Queen Charlotte, literally a walking adamant shield.
I have not been a fan of Little Queen Charlotte as of late, only because my enemies always have Ruel. It is a little bit better for Tatsuni since he's already drafted it up, but generally they can make damage dealers like LQC, which want to dump their load immediately, pretty useless.
Yeah. Now, we do see Hyperion picking the Spectre Tenebria into the, for the most part, single target draft of Tatsuni.
Yeah, he's going to have to pick a lot of reach here or want to ban that out. And
Yep.
Hyperion still does have the last pick here, so he can pick a must-ban unit.
Taking a little bit of time to think.
He's regretting his Kizuna AI pre-ban.
So, do you think the Kizuna AI pre-ban was serious? Did he know about Hyperion's 295 crit damage Kizuna Eye?
You know what? Maybe. I will have to, I'm going to have to follow up with Hyperion after the stream and go, seriously, are you a Kizuna Eye player? Or is this some insider information?
Wait
If so,
Wait a minute.
That
Wait a
give me
minute.
that
himself in a
stats.
very strange spot here.
Yeah,
He gave away his
Tatsuni ended up drafting a baby cleave there. Look at that. He's got the Rose plus the Arbiter Vildred last picks.
So we see the Kayron last pick. I feel like at this point you have to ban the Spectre Tenebria.
Yeah, and then Hyperion Dawn would think that he has to ban the RB, but since Spec-T is a must ban, I'm not sure how this is going to go.
We'll have to wait and see here.
Yeah. So we see a DN and an FCC ban.
This is going to come down to a contest of speed. Is the Falconer Clury or the Rose faster is the question.
Wow, it looks like that.
It is the
No.
Rose by a mile.
That Falconer Clury is very slow. It's like a 230 Falconer Clury.
Yeah.
And
we
that's
see-
a non-immunity Spectre Tenebria as well, so she's going to eat resistance 15%.
Okay.
The only immunity you need.
That's true. That is
Spoke
true.
too soon.
So
Does get the provoke onto the LQC to stop her mass
and 15%.
15% with
Okay,
immunity.
come back.
That's the name of the game, boys. 15%. Just a chop into the Kayron.
She
The
decides not to S3 here.
She
think-
wants to keep immunity so she can't get stunned by the Spec-T, I'm guessing.
that is, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But it doesn't matter because he has so much cleanse. I'm not sure.
True.
Yeah.
And
And he quits on
Hyperion
that.
quits. That
Never
was
mind. Yeah, and
very fast.
wow, I don't know what Hyperion Dawn was thinking there, but he kind of walked
Yeah.
himself into a corner there.
I honestly
little
think
bit.
Tatsuni's Kizuna AI pre-ban just destroyed Hyperion Dawn's draft. He didn't know how to draft without Kizuna.
Exactly, dude. He needed that 295 crit damage Kizuna Eye. Tragedy in motion. You hate to see it. Yo, I don't know what Fleet is doing. I'm gonna need y'all to step your game up. I don't know. We're down 2
Ooh.
members already. I might have to step into this tournament myself.
Oh, we have a ringer coming in. Swarm
Yeah.
Breaker. But are you guys ready? Are you guys
I
ready
am.
for the Mevlin?
I am. I'm excited.
I'm almost scared to commentate the pick ban phase because I'm used to trying to pick apart Mevlin's draft on stream, so
Dude,
I'm gonna love to see what he brings out here.
same. I am very, very excited for this. Mevlin has been telling me that he is not ready at all, but I don't believe that one bit. I bet he has been in the lab coming up with some crazy Blaze Dingo stuff. He just had Joggin did his account review, so everybody knows exactly what he has, except for it's probably not what he has. It's probably some big brain play where Mevlin was like, hey, I know I have this big tournament coming up. I need to get this account review done. But the thing is, Smevlin's going up against Suck, and Suck is very, very strong.
Yeah,
Very
Suck
strong
is a
player.
very, very powerful opponent, but the strongest thing against powerful opponents is an even stronger mix-up game, right?
That's true. That is true. 100%.
I think the benefit that Mevlin has is that he's absolutely unpredictable.
Yeah, you never know. You kind of know what he's gonna do, but it never is what you think it is. If that makes sense.
I mean, it definitely does. He is one of those. He's like the Asian Elfelt dude. As soon as you think you know, you don't know.
I have news on him. I think I figured who that is out because they clipped like 4 of the moments of mine in his fight last night. Or
Okay.
her. I think I have their Twitch, so I'm gonna try to
Do
get
it
in
because they
contact
will
with them.
get an invite to the next tournament, without a doubt.
That's interesting. I didn't know that the Elfelt guy or Elfelt girl watches English streams. It's
I
very
didn't know that either, but they clipped every moment of that fight yesterday. I don't know why.
So to take it back to the lab to see what they're doing, to see what they're
Yeah.
going to switch up.
But I
But
think it was.
Suck versus Mevlin.
It's time.
It is time,
Rank
boys.
one.
the rank 1 champion versus the rank 1 legend player. You
Can
love to
the
see it.
champion overcome the legend? I wonder if Mevlin purposely got just rank 1 so they could be rank 1 versus rank 1.
Wait,
Oh,
he banned
Suck
out
is
the Blaze
taking
Dingo.
Suck is taking this seriously. Suck does not want to be want the upset, but gives up the RB.
Can you believe that, chat? Have you ever seen a Blaze Dingo ban in Legend RTA?
Well, today you have.
ML Tywin coming on out here. Is that the first ML Tywin that we're seeing today?
That is the first ML Tywin, which is
kinda
surprising.
crazy.
We've seen more Last Rider Crow than we have seen a Tywin.
Yeah, insane. You would never think it.
No. I mean, we've seen more Last Rider Crow than we've seen RB.
So I'm wondering how Mevlin is going to try to round out his sleeve here. Oh, and the Crescent Moon Rin. Hey,
Crescent Moon Rin.
coming out with the interesting units.
I have been using Crescent Moon Rin a lot lately, and I have been very much enjoying her.
Yeah, she's a very, very good unit if you can get the speed and effectiveness on her.
Right, and you don't get the 15%.
15% is going to be strong in this game. And there's the Blood Moon Haste and the Bazaar double counter picks.
Yes, and it's real rough because it's who do you ban here, right? I feel like
it's gonna
Blood
be
Moon
tough for
Haste
Mevlin to break
almost
through.
Yeah.
almost a requirement.
Suck stole the Bazaar from Mevlin. I think that was probably one of his picks.
It seems that he's very used to fighting against his weird comps.
I mean, Mevlin does play a lot. A lot of us that run up the ladder play RTA quite a bit. We run into Mevlin repeatedly.
Yes.
Yeah, at all hours of the day.
All hours of the day, and you always have to be ready for the weird drafts from Mevlin, because like we were saying before, you don't know what he's going to draft, so you just got to be able to learn what he has, take what he has, and then kind of work against what you're forcing him to pick into. He's running out of time here and locks in the DN. Seems like a really weird last pick to me, but
Yeah. It pretty much gave away his ban, I feel like.
yeah.
It
I feel like Suck stole enough from Mevlin with the Blingo pre-ban to kind of force him into a draft that he really wasn't prepared for, right? So the SSB last pick is real strong as well.
Yes, it is.
Who does Suck ban here? Bans out the ML Rin.
the FL Rin in that situation, just because if he did leave up the Bazaar, essentially you'd be able to block it out, right?
Yeah.
Because Crescent Moon Rin's guaranteed to outspeed the Bazaar.
Right, right. The other
Also,
thing
I sent
too,
a
the
note
Crescent
that-
Moon Rin is going to disrupt the A Tywin.
Yeah, with that 2-turn immunity as well.
Yep.
Correct. Look at the speed tuning on Mevlin's team as well. Resistance on that.
Completely screwed him. He needed
Yeah.
that. Because then he could have blinded the ML Taiwan to try to help protect.
But you see the unfortunate part here? The Diane is actually slower than both the Fallen Cecilia and the Arbiter Mildred here.
Oh,
And
and
he's
Arby's
dead.
gone. Does get greater
It's a loss
basket,
from
but that
Evelyn.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the entire game right there. SSB's gonna bat back this suspense break, get some nice damage. Idol's Cheer boost her way on up and delete 2 units from
Yeah,
Exilius.
that is.
I think he was heavy banking on picking the Slar to be an additional stripper to try to help him.
Yep,
Break down.
that's it. You can't really.
He's
I mean,
gonna go
rough.
for it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it to him. Not giving up here.
But this is why you don't first pick Arbiter Mildred anymore in this current metagame, right? Because your opponent just picked Blood Moon Haste and another unit that you have to ban, and it's over.
Yep.
Right? What do you do? He didn't even skill 1, so he doesn't have immunity here. He was pushed up above the Deanne attack buff.
You
That's
just,
game.
yep,
It's
kill
gonna be a slow
FCC
grind.
here.
Dang.
Dang. The serious business though, Blingo ban. I was looking forward to seeing it, but
No,
yeah.
when I'm on the ladder, I ban out Mevlin's Blingo as well.
That's true. Although I was hoping that he would draft into the Lilius ML Ken that he used to do, because that's what I remember him for before the Blingo was the crazy high damage Lilius cleave, but probably wouldn't have done much here either. So
Yeah, I haven't seen him do the Lilius Cleave in a while. Also, I sent a note to Quez about an adjustment that he can make if he wants to do that. Wait, I think he just fixed it. Wait. He did! Wow, he did it! Hey, that's pretty clean now.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, it's almost fixed.
Yeah, almost.
okay, so Suck will be moving on. And now we have Snow and Claire, which Claire actually told me through the questionnaire that she was the antagonist of one of the Cafe Kaz tournaments.
Yeah, she's the true toxic arc villain. And also, these are 2 more fleet players. So it's going to be interesting to see how this match ends up.
It is. Now, I've fought Snow X before. I feel like I have fought Claire a couple of times. I know that Snow, very, very strong. So we do see the Falconeer Query and the Rose ban. Targeted bans, I'm sure.
Obviously, Claire doesn't want to get cleaved on out here, but Snow still having first pick prepares the cleave anyway, picking that Fallen Cecilia.
Although the Falconeer Query ban allows for the Rylet pickup without too much punishment. I do like the Aros pickup into with the Rylet as well. Very strong, easy to delete people duo.
Is that the first A-Raz all tournament?
It's the first
Yes.
A Rossall tournament. I haven't been seeing him as much recently.
Not at all.
You see the Tempest Cern and the Arby come out from Snow.
He's trying to cleave. He
He
wants
is
it.
bruiser cleaving. Yep. Well, cleaving in general.
Also, a question from chat. Yes, this is the real RTA Snow.
You are not worthy of my
And Claire knows exactly how to respond to cleave. Because Snow ended up leaving Ruel up, that's going to be a huge detriment to his team here.
Yep. And you also bring the ML Haste, which, like you said before, forces a must ban on. Do you ban the Rylet? Do you ban the ML Haste? What's the last pick to put in that last must ban unit?
Snow's
Okay.
gonna need an attack buffer and essentially a Bazaar here to round out the draft. And if he doesn't pick them up, he doesn't really have an opportunity to win. And because
Or-
he banned out Falcon or Flurry, the Rylet is essentially free.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he's going to go Spec T with maybe some sustain, or he's just going to full damage it from a Spec T position. Because with the Fallen Society, yeah, there he is. So now he has
Yep.
sustain to keep himself alive. But the bad thing is he already has a must-ban on board.
Yeah.
So we see the SSB come out as the last must-ban unit here.
I don't know if I would have given up the cleave there, right?
Yeah.
Because how do you break through Rylet SSB Ruel, essentially?
So it does ban the Spec T, it does ban the ML Haste out, so...
Was
this is-
Falcon or Clary banned?
Yeah,
Yes.
Falcon or Quarry
No
was pre-banned.
pre-banned Falcon or Clary.
Snow hurt himself on that one because Falcon would have been great.
Yeah, wait, that's a Rise of the Monarch Adventurer Ross as well.
Now we know how you love Rise of the Monarch.
I do not like that artifact.
So who we go into? We go into the RB. This just pops the RB immediately.
Yeah, I believe so.
We have the
No way
defense
that it
buff.
doesn't.
No, I don't know if it's a basket. I would assume it's a basket. No basket proc if that's the case. And that did not do much.
Next on the Remnant Violet as well, landing that mischance, but he's gonna go ahead and cleanse it off here,
Yep.
obviously.
Now he does still have a decent amount of damage here in the Tempest Surin in the RB, even though the RB's already died once.
This is
I don't
turning
know
up.
if it's gonna be enough, right? The defense buff is really blocking out what Snow wants to do, which is get in and get out quick.
The
Yeah.
speed tuning and that silence is huge though, because now he gets S3 here. His Dan's gonna lap up ahead, and Raz can only S1, so he can only pick one target to go after.
And he doesn't have a hit to take off that skill null there either.
Yeah.
So SSB isn't gonna get a free S3.
Oh,
Ooh,
but
it does get a double attack.
It's a nice dual attack. She decides to S3 anyway.
yeah, it's just to try to knock the T-Cern into hidden range.
Ooh, that's gotta be high effectiveness. That landed everything. And on a DN too.
So the T-Cern cannot proc greater attack right here.
And the RB drops. Now, Claire still has the revive on the Ruel.
Yep.
So I think that she's in a very advantageous position here.
Absolutely, because right now Ross is off of the silence, so you just double up into the Tempest Surin and delete it with your Rylet.
This won't be an easy fight.
I think so, yes.
Oh yeah.
Must be enough.
Oh, it's not enough though.
Did end up landing the crit there, which is really, really nice. SSB just needs to bat back. Oh, greater attack!
Greater attack.
He needed that greater, or the defense to get off that SSB. Yeah.
Ops to go
He
out,
can't go
though.
SSB there,
Yep.
he loses.
Yeah, Unity hit. Actually landing the crits. Anti-crit is a lie, in
That's
fact. So,
it's
Claire progresses
literally-
on.
Yeah, Claire does progress on. The antagonist of the Cafe Cast tournament.
You know what's interesting here? Fleet is able to secure their first win.
That's
by
true.
Taking out another Fleet member.
Hey, you had to get one of them out of there.
Tragedy in motion. Ooh, and Light steps on board. Now, Shogun, I want to tell you something.
Yes.
So, I don't know if you read the messages that were in the PMs about the little flashing. Can you adjust that or no?
Which flashing?
It's not happening anymore. Never mind, you fixed it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Mine's doing it.
Oh no, yeah. So you need to crop all four sides of our pictures just a little bit so it doesn't pick up the Discord flashing, and then expand them as well so they fit back into the
Okay, give me 1 sec.
brackets. Yeah. Who surrendered? Snow ended up surrendering. So the RTA Snow is knocked out. Should have had the Guild War Snow actually take on board here. Might have been a little bit better.
Chat, who's your favorite match so far?
Wait, they're all against each other. What?
Who's against each other?
Fleet members are all fighting each other. There's another Fleet v Fleet matchup. Kaz versus Deity is Tin Bear's favorite matchup. Godless. Hey, Waterdad, how you doing?
Yeah, the Godless game was really good earlier.
All the Last Rider Crow matches were the best. Hey, any Last Rider Crow Simpson chat? Anybody stands for Last Rider Crow? Aether Bolt's match was very good. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Any cleavers in chat? Nah, no cleavers here.
Okay, we should have that that all fixed up. Oh, we're doing Light versus Kilo.
Yeah, so this is another. What's its face matchup? This is another Fleet matchup.
Another Fleet one. Hey, you guys at least will get a winner out of this one, right? So that's 2 Fleet members that have progressed into the second round.
Kaz looks like he's got something to say right now.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to say. Hey.
Although I'm interested to see what Light brings out against Kilo, who said that he was in fact the biggest simp in Fleet. I don't know if that's true or not.
I know that Kilo is a very large simp. He donates a lot of money to internet women.
Fair enough.
Kilo is also a T3 Pokemon subscriber for the last 4 years.
Oh, nice. Congratulations, Kilo. But Light is the originator of the Rose Cleave, and Kilo giving Light Rose.
Right.
We see the Crow, though. That's potentially
Crow
free.
is the pick against Cleave, right? Because here's the problem with Last Rider Crow. He gives a shield after you do damage, but it's about this big.
Yeah,
right? Very,
it's
very, very tiny shield.
very small. It's not a big boner shield, that's for sure. So do you see the Arby come out on Light's side? Do we see the Dizzy? I almost guarantee we see the Dizzy at some point.
He might try to stray away from that for this tournament.
I hope not, because I want to see that Dizzy.
Wow, it was
Ooh.
gifted some.
The Bryceria.
Yeah, Bryceria is a staple of the Rose Cleave at this point, and
Love
it
it.
completely shuts down Last Rider Crow and Blood Moon Haze, which are common pickups into Rose Cleave because you pick the Arbiter Vildred, right?
Right. So we see the Bazaar.
So here's the problem. Kilo has basically told Light, I'm banning your Briar Witch's area. I don't want none of that. And I think that's why he picked away the Bazaar as well, because he didn't want Light to get his grubby hands on it.
Right. And we see the Hyperion coming out.
Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth inside of this draft.
Yeah,
As
and
they
that's
try to pick away all the priority units.
Yeah, no, definitely enjoying that. And we see the K-Run and Tempest Surge last pick. That was a quick last pick too. Kilo had that queued right up.
So I'm surprised, actually.
Yeah, I'm confused right now.
So we
I don't
see the
think my brain's
Rose.
big.
Rose and Bazaar are out.
Bryceria is not exited out. Light is going to get the first turn and win this game for free, essentially.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's a free win.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
game looks free. Now, I do not understand why the Briar Witch's area was not banned, honestly.
I mean,
And why the
ooh.
Hyperion wasn't banned.
Although
Because had
everybody has
Bryceria-
immunity here. I said everybody has immunity here, so this isn't going to do... Wow, that was some big damage, though.
Yeah, and that was no attack left. It didn't even proc.
This is going to hurt.
And Briar Witch is just going to clean up shop here.
That, yeah. Don't even bother with the choke. Just chop them down.
Yeah, might as well just get in some extra AoE damage here.
Yep.
All systems online.
It's not as if there are any real debuffs on board anyway. The Arbiter Vildred is going to revive, but he should be able to execute the Last Rider Crow because Crow is not going to get those buffs.
Yep. Not only that, but you have the follow-up from the Keiron. We have the Hufine with the big damn. Ooh, wow, that crowd
Damn,
hanging
1 HP.
on.
Is that all you're capable of?
Actually,
Does it-
1 HP.
Then
It
you're
hit.
better off dead.
Not enough.
Not enough. Arby's gonna get another turn. Well, yeah. Ooh. Does he?
Fire Arby.
Fire Arby's going to do Fire Arby things.
I toast him.
Jace
Kills.
is going to be able to execute the Arbiter Vildred here, but again, I think that it's over for him. There's just too much damage left on board. Haste can't solo it out, considering he's already used up his skill 3. This isn't Elia's Knife Keiron as well.
Yep, and there's the cut. Not only that, but you did have the Hufine coming through as well. So yeah, for sure. No, that was really weird that he opted to let the Bryceria through.
Yeah, Bryceria shuts down your whole comp. You can't get anything if they just Briarwitch's area you, right? So, I don't know. I thought that was the must ban. I don't know why Rose got banned instead, but you know what? It is what it is.
I mean,
I guess-
maybe he just knew. He was just afraid of the Rose. I mean, yeah. So, ooh, next is Hans. This is another dude that I enjoy fighting against because he comes out with some really toxic stuff.
The question is how he does versus the leader of the Four Horsemen Club, Sui Stark himself.
That's true. Sui Stark, I mean, I like Hans. I've had a lot of really good matches against Hans, but I have not been dumpstered as hard against Hans as I have against Sui Stark. So see the Tywin and the Flitica bans out. Hans known a lot for cleaving, so definitely a targeted ban here.
Yeah, both targeted bans on board. Sui Stark
Yeah.
known for his ML Tywin. I ban it every time I fight him. Wait a minute, and Hans ends up picking Fold and Cecilia first. Has he been scared out of a speed draft already?
Very possible. Maybe it's one of those situations where he's bringing something different to the table.
Sui Stark is on a 1 bar. He might be
Yeah.
disconnecting.
He's on that McDonald's Wi-Fi connection. Gonna be a little bit hard to outspeed his opponent with his internet so slow.
Instantly picks 2 of the 4 horsemen. We see another Last Rider Crow,
Is it my turn?
another Bryceria. I'm enjoying the Bryceria representation these days. I always say that it takes about, 2 to 3 months before the meta catches up to potentially good new characters. And we see that a lot with Bryceria.
Well, the thing is as well is that they ended up releasing Last Rider Crow, which is a very buff-dependent unit, and being able to strip and land unbuffable immediately boosts her up in the metagame.
Right. We also see the Cerise. Now, I know Hans very proud of his Cerise, but I don't necessarily know what it does here.
Well, he's essentially priming himself to control cleave. Essentially, this is a double stripper draft already. I'm assuming that Bryceria is not on damage, and there
Of this act.
is the
Alright.
anti-CC unit himself. Champion Zerato not recalled, by the way.
That's right. Unlike the vast majority of the community, Sui Stark did not opt to recall the champ Zerato, did not send him off into the Shadow Realm. Oh, the SBA into the Spez.
And there's the control. Now, here's the thing. If Sui Stark has a Montmorency, he wins this game for free, right?
Right.
But I don't know if Sui Stark has it.
The pre-buff SBA.
Yeah.
I know one of your favorite units in the game to run currently, Kaz, the SBA.
Oh, yes. I run SBA every single game.
So we see the Tempest
I'd go for
Surin
Tempest
last.
Surin.
Also good pickup against the Control.
Yeah. So yeah, the Specimen says has to be the ban there because essentially you have a completely free game. I think Sui Stark is going to be able to pick this out here depending on the tuning of his Lilius, depending on if he can proc greater attack buff here on this Tempest Surin and wipe away the SBA before she's able to do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. The ML Haste was an interesting pickup. I'm not too sure about it, but it probably is going to do a massive pile of damage.
SBA is a little bit slower here. Is it going to do enough damage to knock away the Tempest Surin? No, opts not to go for the S3. Is just going to go ahead and go for the stun here. Do we see 15%?
Ooh, stuns
No,
everyone.
Quad stun?
Do we see... Okay, so we see the S3 come out. This will push Tempest Surin, though, forward. Although, the amount of damage that has come in on that Tempest Surin is pretty huge. And he has the S3 here.
Yeah. So this S3 from this Tempest Surin isn't going to be able to do much. He needs to land it out, though. Needs to get that silence on board so that he can stop the Briar Witch Cesaria from essentially just killing him off the bat.
Although, he just S1s into the Tempest Surin. No?
Yeah, why did he not go? I guess he's gonna break it out here till S1, then the S2 will break. Or back out right here.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and then he can kill it.
Okay. As I guess fair enough if you didn't feel like your damage overall was good enough, but I feel like you could have just hit and then followed up afterwards with the SBA, knock it out, and then assure the kill with the Cerise.
So this is why I was saying before in the drafting phase as well that the proper last pick would have been something like a Montmorency.
Yeah.
Had he picked something like a Montmorency, he would have had 2 must-bans on board, and Montmorency carries this game for free.
Enough damage to the Tempest Surin here. So do we see the... I mean, at this point, I feel like we're seeing the...
Yeah, that's a
seeing the
non-effect
offset.
resistance last rider brow.
Does not submit to
I don't think that Sui can bring this back around.
Haste has an opportunity here, though. The shield is going to go off of the Silverblade Araminta as long as Haste does not get stunned out here. He will be able to heal.
That is true, yep.
The attack down is coming, though. And if this is a Portrait of Saviors, Blood Moon Haste, will he be able to collect this kill here? He should be able to, yes. On the Silverblade Araminta and hopefully rotate into a more advantageous
I don't have the
position.
time for stupid toys.
Decides to go for the Cerise
And
instead.
does not
Shall
collect...
we
Oh,
bring
he'll
this to
collect the kill here.
Yeah.
But do you
He
think that
collects
he
with Laugh Rider Crowd.
does enough
Yes, 100%.
to... Oh, I meant to the... Okay, so half-life on the Bryceria, a little over half on the... Ooh, that was big.
Yeah, there's the Hilag Lance as well.
And Idol's Cheer combo. So if he attacks them, I'll haste that crowd's booming.
Yep.
If this procs, it gets double buff, right? Oh, it's gonna go so fast.
It's a lot of AoEs. He has to focus into the Crow. Is Crow Blood Moon Haste gonna solo this out here? And the SBA still needs another turn before she's able
there's
to cycle back into
another...
Planet 3.
Oh, another AoE.
He's 1 turn off, right? The horse
Yeah,
again?
he's one. Yeah.
You know what? I feel like it was when we were talking about the upset a little early.
You
Decides
gonna lie.
not to hit the Blood Moon Haste. Is this SBA gonna be fast enough? Looks like it.
That provoke is huge, though.
Decides to soul burn into it for absolutely no reason, just using his souls for fun. SBA is going to get the S3 dunk here, and unless this last rider crowd can find a way to move, this game is sealed.
15%? No 15%. The defense break, just landing those like crazy there. And that is the end of the road for the last rider crowd.
He's still 2 turns off, never mind. He will cycle a lot, but...
I don't know. See, FCC has S3 here as well to block out the Blood Moon Haste attack, but I don't know if killing Cerise was the proper option there. Like, yes,
Yeah.
you'd be able to stun him, but who cares, right?
Right.
Why not take the damage off the board?
Yeah, you take the the SBA off the board, and I think that, you know, you have a lot less control, and you take out a lot of the damage. Ooh,
Oh,
and the
he got it.
stun.
He just went
And
for
there's
it.
the Abyssal Crown.
He would have won had he not got stunned, I think, because he could have S3'd almost full healed and then just cycled through the FCC and them two.
So
And
we do see the Hans upset on the Sui Stark.
Yeah, a little bit of unfamiliarity drafting versus control. Basically
Yeah.
gave away the game away to Hans. Oh, wow. Carr saying that Sui is scuffed currently. Sui unable to respond as he now falls into non-existent loser's bracket.
Sui Stark or Scuffed Stark car. But next one up is going to be Amp versus Weeb King V. Because when I copy pasted Gabe's name into the bracket, somehow I put a V in there instead. And I asked him if he wanted me to change it, but he said, you know what? No. Just keep it that way. But Sky King versus Amp. Now, not a lot of people know Amp from Eden of Gaming. I talk to Amp every so often. Very good player. Really prefers, goes for Vivian. Very big Vivian player. And we all know that Sky King is going to just int. Int and sprint is the Sky King way.
That is his motto. So I have a question here as well. Sorry, but
Go ahead.
What is the delay on the stream?
The delay should be about 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I'm hoping that Sky King does put on a good show here. I know that he's been in the gym, training, getting stronger, faster, and simping for ML Crow better than ever before.
Do we see yet another ML Crow pick then? So far, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag when it comes to the ML Crow picks.
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well. Not really any definitive wins or losses in his book. I can't really say whether he's a good or a bad unit, but he is being picked a lot more than I thought he would.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We see very safe first picks here. We do see the Ruel first pick from Sky King. Very typical of him if he's not going for speed contesting. Surprisingly picks the Falconeer Quarry, but we do have the FCC pick over on Amp's side.
Did you notice that Amp banned out Basar as well? Do you think he's going to pick Last Rider Crow?
Very possible.
probably wants to.
It's going to be a little bit difficult if he does with the Ruel and Falconer Clary sustain on board here. Opts to go for the Tempest Surin. Interesting.
We have seen quite a bit of Tempest Surin, but not working out as well as I think a lot of people want.
I see a request in chat. Some new player to the game is asking for Green Asaria to be picked up. Do you think we're going to see any Green Asaria this tournament?
Yes.
Very possible, yeah.
Yeah, we've been seeing the Bruiser Asaria take off just a little bit, so I'd be excited to see it.
We see the ML Crow come out from Sky King.
So ML Crow's actually very good into the Tempest Urn if it's not lifesteal, right? Because you do get the immunity from the debuffs that she wants to put out as well. Would be very, very nice here because you know that the Remnant Violet is not going to be able to dodge.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. 100% of the time, his evasion works 0% of the time. At least in my experience, right?
Yeah,
so
do you have evasion turned down in this lobby?
I do, actually. I just turned evasion off so everybody can see how it feels to play like me. Same with the anti-crit buff, but we do see the Vivian. I was going to mention that too. The Basar ban could have been for the Vivian, since that would kind of hurt. Ooh, and the Broman.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, Broman's very difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Especially if Amp has any kind of speed.
That's kind of dangerous here.
First Broman.
Nah, if he has SSB, I think it's a telegraphed ban into you-know-who. Don't want to say it just yet.
I mean, with SSB, I feel like there's two must bans.
Okay, so we do see the SSB pickup.
So I'm assuming that X Sky King does want to end up banning out the Vivian here. right? Because you don't want the immunity to stick. You do not want her to toilet bowl your team. And then I think Weeb King is in a good position here because he can shake off all that damage considering he has Touch of Rekos, Falconer Flurry, and Last Rider Crow immunity, right?
Yeah, you're correct, but he opts to ban out the Roman instead. So
Ooh.
you get the SSB ban. Now, here's the thing, is do you think Amp thought that he was going to ban the Vivian, so opted to ban out the SSB? Because I feel like Vivian into SSB is the optimal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now he has...
Now
Now he
he
has
just locks down,
yeah, now he just locks down the Vivian with the Falconer Flurry.
and it's dead.
The ultimate bait ban. Yeah, it's
systems
gone.
online.
It's gone
Yeah.
from existence now.
Yeah, the game's pretty much, I feel like, over off the pick ban phase.
Because there are no revives on Amp's board, right? So this
Nope.
Vivian is just gone for good here. And he
Doesn't
does have
even-
immunity, so this Tempest Surge is not going to do anything with the S3.
Yeah, doesn't even need to S3 the Rylet. Gonna save it for somebody else.
Oh, he ended up opting for the Steadfast Gatekeeper. I think that's the first that we've seen today as well on that Last Rider crowd. I
Yeah.
honestly prefer Hilog Lance just because it gives you a little bit diversity
Right.
inside of the kit.
Completely agree. But I feel like he was prepping it for the potential.
Ooh, doesn't
clip.
miss! On this Remnant Violet as well. I don't know if you saw that there.
But does not strip anything.
Yeah.
15% protecting again.
One thing to note is he picked Last Rider Crow later into the draft after he had already picked 2 units that do AoE attacks. So maybe the Steadfast Gatekeeper Crows for later picks?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, no, definitely feel like you get more out of it if that is going to be a third, fourth, or last pick with the Steadfast Gatekeeper. You know you're bringing him into AoE. You know that you're going to have that opportunity. So it's definitely big. Personally, though, I also enjoy Hillag Lance a little bit better because you're right. It does give you that diversity. You either hit me or you hit somebody else. Either way, I win.
Yeah. Also, Chad is saying evasion down, resistance up. Yes, we do believe in the 15% here. I'm surprised that Sky King hasn't taken off the skill null from the Tempest Surin here.
Yeah. I feel like he is working everybody else down, and he's literally just going to save that Tempest Surin for last. I do feel like a good swipe from the Remnant Violet power, probably to throw up a blind on the Tempest Surin, would have been a good option. Although, I do feel like he does have to take that off, or else the next person who hits that Remnant Violet is guaranteed that that S3 is going to go into that Tempest Surin.
Yeah.
It looks like the FCC is going to fall here. He does have speed buff on this Last Rider crowd, so he should be able to cycle over it here. It is provoked as well, making extra certain he's going to get off this S3. And it looks like that'll be the game here. I believe he's reviving ML Crow here just to protect him.
Yep.
And at this point, Amp really doesn't have a way to break him down. He's going for the Ruel here, but she's already used up all of her skills. I doubt that that's going to make a difference here. And the motorcycle will be launched here. Soul burns for the reduced cooldown.
I love that noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very satisfying to hear. And now it looks like he's just going to work down the Alencia. And yeah, he's saving that Tempest Surin for last. Not that it matters, right? There's
Right.
no way she breaks down that team.
No, not by herself. Even with lifesteal, does not do it.
You know, it's weird. For the past, couple of weeks, Tempest Surin has been an absolute monstrosity, and now with Last Rider Crow on board, it's like she doesn't even matter.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen so far in the tournament, Tempest Surin has really not done much. Ooh, and goes into the Alencia. That's the best target that could have went into, because now the Tempest Surin, yeah, and there is the surrender.
He shocked the world. He made it to round 2.
So no instant sprint comes out from X Sky King here, sticking around for the rest of the tournament.
Good game though. That was definitely solid. I think that if we would have seen a 15% on the Vivian, it would have been a little bit different, right? You know, because we believe in the 15%. I always enjoy seeing a Vivian. It's really tough to go into a Falconeer query with Vivian without any way to get that provoke off of her.
Yeah.
Let me go update this bracket. So we have Weeb King moving on to the next one. And next up we have actually Tofu versus somebody that every Twitch streamer who streams Epic7 knows and loves, and that's Careless.
Yeah, be interested to see what he does here.
Yeah, no, for sure. Careless, very strong, but a lot of people don't necessarily know what Careless does, right? Because he has pretty much everything built. Everything. And he opts to wait until the very end of the season to climb, giving him that bit of advantage. Although I have fought against him in some sparring matches, some training sessions, and very, very strong. Very good drafter as well.
Somebody in chat is saying, Careless the pet connoisseur extraordinaire. You know he has almost every single pet in the journal, but he claims that he doesn't wail on it.
That's true. He's actually free to play. That's what I heard.
Free to play, by the way.
Right. Careless, one of the more free to play players in the game, but not
Is
here
he?
on time.
Are we waiting around for him? Has he responded yet?
Hold on. I see Moozy in the chat. Moozy, how are you doing, Moozy? The angriest player in all of Brazil, from what I remember.
Is Nam awake?
Yeah, everybody go wake the contestants up. Let me check real quick, make sure. Careless. I'm actually surprised because typically you can just say Careless's name 3 times in chat and he shows up.
I've heard that's the proper summoning ritual.
Careless, Careless, Careless. Did it work? I do not believe so. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see.
Order Borgar. I actually kind of want some Borgar. I think I might end up stopping by Five Guys a little bit later.
Absolutely. That would be very solid. Careless.
$40 for a single patty burger.
Where? What?
Five Guys?
What? No, it's not, dude.
Most expensive place around where I am. It's literally the most expensive fast food option in my city.
No, not here, not here. SpaghettiOs. Mevlin, is that going to be your retirement food? Some SpaghettiOs.
No, he knows that's what I always
we have is Nam awake? If so, we can move on to Babbage and Nam fight. Nam Bunny, and then we will wait for Careless. I also pinged him on the Discords. So if we can snag Nam, we'll move on to that one. But chat, while we're waiting for that, make sure you guys are keeping hydrated. Deity.
Wait. Chat, you're actually insane. What do you mean they're overrated? They have the best fries.
Five Guys?
Inside
Yeah.
of the Atlantic.
Fries are terrible.
Five Guys literally gives
so
you
much fries.
They do. They hoist upon you a entire dump truck of fries.
Yeah, mediocre fries.
Hey, you
Get
know
a
what?
dump truck.
Sometimes
Get
it's
on out of here. Come
sometimes
on.
it's
Hey.
quantity over quality, Deity.
Hey, Deity, you probably like McDonald's fries, right? Hey,
I do actually.
Yeah, see, those are garbage fries. The worst fries, actually.
No, there's some of the best. And then steak and shake fries, the little skinny ones.
Deity,
Actually,
you're not
I have
allowed to
no
talk
idea.
to me. You're not allowed to talk to me about fries anymore.
Thick fries are gross.
Not a food con. What do you mean thick fries are gross? That's all the meaty potato goodness.
Just order mashed potatoes. If you want fries, you want the crispy goodness. You got that soggy, nasty, floppy
They're
fry.
not soggy. Okay, hey, we're gonna have a problem here.
I liked it. I liked
Right.
it while we're waiting for the tournament. We just got into talking about French fries. We do, however, have Nam and Babbage in the lobby, so we are going to move on to this one while we wait for Careless to potentially wake up or just appear out of nowhere.
Nom nom bunny.
Nam
Going out for
Nam
my heart
Bunny.
here.
Actually, Nam, you're not late. Don't worry about it because, well, Careless was late. So you're actually early, Nam. So we definitely appreciate you guys stepping up, stepping in. Chat, can we get some Careless, please show up in the chat just so that we can summon him while we're doing this match. But we're gonna get into this one. EU Brain versus the best global account. So says the internet.
I don't know if you heard me a little bit earlier, but Nom Nom going out for my heart with the Tenebria profile picture. Do you think he has succumbed to the control meta game?
I don't know.
I think he has everything. He just has everything. He does what he wants.
He does what he wants, and
I'll protect you.
we see 2 3-stars first picked on both sides. Who
3
says
stars the meta.
3 stars are the meta? Falconeer Query, Aros, Willius. Now, Babbage going a little on the red side over here. A little dangerous considering you've got the water meta. And by that I mean SSB.
And Dizzy. Nom's got a
And
nasty
Dizzy. We do see the Ruel come out, so a little bit of safe drafting here. Got the Rylet. I'm sure that is probably one of the grossest Rylets in the game.
You want to try me?
But Spec T.
Spec T coming out into a lot of single target.
Ooh, and picks up the SSB.
SSB. Hey, you were talking about the SSB meta game.
Right.
You can't pick the gift you if you pick it yourself, I've heard.
That's right, exactly. Babbage is like, you know what? I know that SSB dumpsters all over Spec T, so I'm not going to let you have it. I gave you the chance. I drafted some red. Now give me that SSB.
Nom might back himself into a corner here. This is a very scary looking draft.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
need
know.
a strong damage dealer to come out last pick here.
It needs to be AoE too.
I have seen the gear on that Crow though. That Crow is very well built. Do we see the ML Crow? The
Taking
double
his
Crow?
time.
Taking his time. We see another Tempest Surge. And a Broman.
So, Shogun, what do you think is the ban here?
I feel like on Nam's side, you ban the Rylet, and then obviously Nam bans the Spec T because he doesn't really have the reach required.
Yep. Exactly what you guys predicted.
Calling it out.
And now the Broman procs turn 1, silences all 4, stuns all
Yup.
4.
It's up to Broman. Broman is free. Will we see the quad silence? Will we see the quad abyssal crown? Find out
Yes.
shortly.
Yes, I feel like this is going to be another interesting one.
Actually,
Do we see the
how fast
upset?
is Nom Nom Bunny's Falconer Flurry?
I don't know. Not fast enough. That's the answer.
And no immunity. So I've always questioned this. Why Nom Nom Bunny runs non-immunity on just about
Ooh.
everything.
Triple silence.
Yep.
Stuns the Ruel. That's pretty solid right there.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it, but this is gonna like who do you?
I think you hit the SSB here, force out the S3 from the Lilius, and hope
I must
and
fight.
pray that it knocks your Tempest Surin low enough.
It has double damage mitigation, there's no way it knocks it.
I hope you're ready.
Obstacle into the Falconer Quarry. That is a thick Falconer Quarry though.
I think that's just to give the immunity buff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is enough to push her back. He did crit there, but Thanks to the immunity from the Ross, SSB isn't going to take the silence or unbuffable here, so you will be able to give her defense buff next turn as well.
Yep. You also knock her out and hit her with the defense break. A defense break on the Ruel, too.
Yeah.
That's
Wait, but
crazy.
the non-resistance, non-immunity.
Either that
That's actually huge.
or that SSB is just massive effectiveness. Oh, it stuns the Ruel again. It stuns the Tempest Surin.
No destiny.
Okay.
This game is finished. Yeah, you cannot go into this metagame with no immunity, no resistance. It's just not gonna fly.
You just can't pick Crow Ruel versus Roman.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Roman's gonna shut down that top, right? Look at that. Dead.
Tempest Surin gone.
He's gonna take a
Silence
bat back
on the
here from
crowd.
the SSB and
Yep.
potentially another pushback to continuously lock him down.
And the crowd's silenced. Ruel's out of the game.
Wait, also that's not a 100% crit rate SSB.
No, that SSB is. Oh
And
my
the
God.
Abyssal Crown on everybody.
Battleground stuff,
This is
dude.
Roman's actually toxic.
This is the EU server right now. We all abuse, bro.
EU server
Look at the
upset.
damage on that Lilius as well. Is it a crit damage Lilius, do
I'll
you think?
protect you.
I would think so. Yeah, so you probably run a really high attack SSB,
Take this.
decent crit damage Lilius.
I always keep.
Wow.
Wait, the SSB was
Babbage.
so low damage, it survived that hit.
Wow. EU brain. EU brain
Tragic,
stress.
you hate to see it. Well, the best account out of Global is now gone, which means EU will reign supreme.
EU.
EU's the best server.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Wow. What a fight.
God gear destroyed by Broman. Yeah, dude, you don't got resistance. You're not running speed. You need counters to benevolent Roman to control. Control is the future. I wish that we had exclamation point control here. Anybody got the copy pasta ready?
So we do have Jinx and Kaon. Have not seen the Careless yet. Chat, you have not summoned him. You have not done a very good job at summoning Careless today. But need to get Kaon in here, and then we will get on with Jinx versus Kaon.
Dude, bro, this is why you build CZ, Kappa. I think CZ would have been SSB fuel there.
His SSB wasn't strong enough to take out a CZ. Not
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He doesn't have one like ours. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He has a very bulky, low damage SSB. It worked there, but
I mean, it didn't take any damage there, but
yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. This fight is actually one I'm really hyped to see because I remember Jinx at the beginning of last season was one of my nemesis. I always got cleaved by Jinx constantly, and it was really fun. Jinx was one of the reasons why I built anti-cleave. There's certain players, picks a spec 10 first pick.
He wants to cleave. He's back, baby. The
Wow.
true Sion. Did you note that last season, at the end, Sion became a knight player in order to secure that legend border?
Yes, no, I remember that. And that was one of the things I was going to say is that Jinx switched to the dark side as well. Jinx at the beginning of the season always known for cleaving. Every time I went up against Jinx, I'm like, guess what? I'm going to get cleaved. Gonna get cleaved. Hey, we're going to get cleaved. It's Jinx cleave time. And switched over to the night comps. Just too strong.
Oh, well, thank you for that control copy pasta, chat. I love to see it, dude. Hey, I really enjoy playing against control comps. I get to spend more time with my family, maybe make a cup of coffee and work on my PhD while my opponent gets to play the match for me. It has also improved my mood as it gives me unparalleled joy when I see 15% resistance and think of the mold on their face. Control comps are an integral part to the game, and I wouldn't be able to play this game without them. Not that I can play this game much with them either. Very, very nice there.
Awesome. So we see Kaon coming in with the typical cleave setup. You also see the Assassin Sid answer, though, from Jinx's side. And you know that Assassin Sid is probably 500 speed. A Mui, though.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's a very, very fast movie. Kaon's cleaving.
He is.
Yeah, that's full cleave.
That is full cleave there. But we see the Mui come out. I am enjoying a level 50 Mui at that.
Yeah, he refuses to level 60 that movie.
Wow, quick bans. The
Yeah, instantaneous.
SBA and the Assassin Sid just gone.
I think Sion wins this game for free, honestly. If that Mui has a shred of effectiveness, he's going to get the skill 3, skill 2. He's going to get the push-up from the CDOM, maybe get in 2 rotations before the ST obliterate whatever's left on board.
It depends on the speed of the Falconer Clary. If it's faster than the Mui gets locked down.
But there's no way that it's faster than the CDOM push-up, and I believe that that's an Oath Key, unless we see some RNG here.
Yeah, it is Oath Key series.
For the future of
Boom.
Sidonia.
Okay. It is faster than the Falconer Quarry.
Yeah,
Wow.
so there's no threat here.
Yeah, there's no way. It's all going to come down to Sion's decision-making here. Representing the Asia server, which decides to S2, because he doesn't want to push up the CDOM too far. He's going to go for the S3 here to get the attack buff. Make sure that he can guarantee one shot here.
That was actually a very solid play. Gets the bat back. That's some big damage.
Yeah, the problem here is that it's not like you can... Oh no, he pushed up higher than the Falconer Flurry.
Wow. So you one-shot the Ruel.
Yes, 100%.
Ooh.
And it doesn't one-shot the Ruel.
He's gonna tear him apart.
Needs a skill 3, skill 2 here. I mean, Soul Burn.
Yep.
I think he's in trouble.
Is that all you've got?
Decides to go for the raw S3. Doesn't
Yeah,
even
but
go for the SS. I mean, yeah, but doesn't push back the Falconer Clary.
He probably don't want to
Although-
go for the SSB so he doesn't stack it and not be able to kill.
Yeah, the other thing too here is, so he does have a bird, right? Who do you bird? You bird the Cerise? No, you bird the CDOM, but doesn't land the Provoke.
He can't Cerise S3 here, else he takes a bat
Right.
back from the SSB.
And
kills
then
whole
the
team.
CDOM just dies. Do you
Oh, yes, dude,
bank
and stun for him.
on the potential stun here? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and he gets it.
Now he wins.
Gets the stun, and yeah, he just wins for free from here.
Yeah, needs to start working down that SSB quickly. The Spectee should be able to do it.
Yeah, you're gonna apply slow here, push the CDOM up forward,
He got
and
the flow on the Clary.
yep,
You want to try me?
kills both of
The
them.
dual attack to get enough damage to execute that SSB. He did get the 15% there in order to resist the provoke as well, but
Yep, and that is game. Cleave and leave. Kaon is going to move forward over Jinx. Maybe Jinx should go back to cleaving.
yeah, it looks like the cleave actually went out here. It was looking a little bit dicey there. That's why I was a bit confused with the commentary. It looked like Sion had lost when he was unable to one-shot that Ruel.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a little sketchy. I was like, oh, this is going to be a little bit rough. He's going to come back around, but definitely ended up pulling it out. That was a really thick Ruel, though, too.
Yeah, very, very thick. See, I used the effectiveness Mui, so what I would have done there was I would have S3'd with Cerise and then S2'd with Mui, but he wanted the attack buff, obviously, so he played it a little bit differently there.
Yep.
Got a little bit shaky. Has Careless come back
Has
yet?
not responded yet. Nope. So we will have Solara versus Lazy. Is it Lazy? Lazy?
I can go with Lazy.
Lazy. Okay, subbing in for Other, because Other let me know this morning that he got called into work. I told him, hey, just tell your boss you have $1,000 tournament, you're gonna end up being late. But unfortunately, his boss did not take that as an excuse. So gives Lazy an opportunity to come in and fight Solara.
I haven't gotten to see Lazy play. You see, he went to work. Wait. Did Careless go to work?
Oh, is Careless? I didn't see that. If Careless went to work, though, I do have a stand-in. We can finish that match.
Last Rider Crow
Ban. You ban the rep. You ban the rep 100% of the time. That's why nobody can ban my rep, because you can't ban 2-star Wild Angaras.
Maybe I need to set up the Kizuna Eye profile picture to protect me from pre-bans. Get them a little bit terrified.
I have a 0%.
Ooh! Is that the first Athletica that we've seen today?
You know, Athletica, every time it made through the draft in the Champions Cup, 100% win rate.
I wonder why she's always banned. I comes out as well. Very interesting. I guess because he's subbing in for Other, right? You have to use the Fighter Maya.
You absolutely have to, right? And I also have really been enjoying watching the Fighter Maya matches. Fighter Maya just bops so hard.
Definitely. I've been using her a lot myself as of late. Is this a Briar with Jaceria? Plus an Arbiter Vildred, maybe? No way. Is he cleaving? Solara can't decide what he wants to do.
Yeah,
Solara used to be a cleaver back in the day, but he's been moving away from raw cleave.
But he opts to go a hybrid bruiser cleave?
It's looking like it. I'm assuming that's a fast portrait Charles, and it's coming out. We didn't see a cleave from Solara yet.
Interesting. I'm actually really liking what is going to happen on Solara's side.
So the unfortunate thing is that Solara has a must ban up on board that he has to get rid of from Lazy's side of the field here. So it is going to be a little bit rough for him. Lazy essentially has a free last pick here. Oh, it picks the maid Chloe!
You know what? I actually enjoy... Okay, so bans the Falconer Quarry.
Has to ban the Falconer Quarry there.
Absolutely.
Because if Faithless Litica gets banned, you essentially lose for free, right?
Right.
What's the maid Chloe doing here with 3 units that strip?
No idea. No idea at all.
No clue. But one thing I was running at one point was a Shamadra staff made Chloe with a Falconer Quarry, and the amount of heals that the 2 of those put out together was actually kind of nutty.
So I guess Lazy is hoping that... Wait, skill 1?
Provoking.
Okay.
Okay, who's he gonna reset here? Maid Chloe or Blood Moon Haste?
Reset Blood Moon Haste.
But then at that point, if you were gonna reset the Blood Moon Haste, I'm surprised that he didn't let out his bruiser damage here. And Maid Chloe is going to be able to put Revive buff up here as well. Very small damage coming out from this Charles.
It almost looked like Charles had no gear.
Yeah. He's got 15k HP. He's probably a tankier Charles.
He didn't have attack buff yet, so now that he has attack buff, he'll hit for decent damage.
Yeah. And it looks like Maid Chloe is saving that S3 for after Alencia rips off hers.
Yep.
And this is a very, very slow Fighter Maya as well, so he's banking on Elbrus Ritual Sword procs to be able to do anything there. S3 is primed, but I don't think that he'll use it here yet.
Yeah, see, there's decent damage now.
Yeah. Gets the dual attack.
He's critting every time.
Yeah, into fire.
Some respect.
I mean, Charles and Alencia both known for not understanding the concept of elemental disadvantage, let's be real.
Charles is just old, so I think he forgets about it. I don't know if that stun's gonna matter much. 'Cause it's
Ooh.
dead.
Good kill. This back.
That's some big damage there. And, oh,
Oh, barely
doesn't kill,
survived.
but
Mine's gonna
ML
receive,
Haste
it's
is
gonna be a
going to
sweep.
pick that up, yeah. Absolutely.
I think that Lazy might just be able to walk forward slowly and end up winning against Solara.
Yeah, that's the thing here is I think that not having any sort of sustain on Team Solara just means that with the maid heal and just potentially ripping out the S3 when needed, also forcing Solara to be, to hold off on the S3 there. So you have to kind of do that.
Decides to finally let off this Alencia S3. Now, here's the problem, right? Had he just S3'd right off the bat, yes, Lazy would have gotten the attack buff, revive buff up, but he would almost be rotated back into it already, right? And it's not like Lazy has to hit into the Alencia either, so there's no mind's eye procs. Is Maid Pick actually 200 IQ Pog? Yes, in this draft, the Maid Q was very, very powerful because it deters a lot of the damage from the Alencia as well, and Lazy can just slowly work down Solara. It's kind of tragic. And I'm impressed that this Charles Skill 1, Skill 2 does end up stripping that off. Might actually be able to get a kill onto this Spider Maya.
I'm very confused by the C-Dom Charles pick at the end when the Charles has such low damage.
Yeah.
I love the C-Dom, it's just useless.
Yeah. I guess it was just there to attack bar boost it and not do
Ooh,
any fluff
bonk.
damage?
Yeah, without the C-Dom there, he's just there to tickle.
Oh, and the Charles goes down. They're just gonna work the FCC down here.
行きましょう。死がよあの地へ崩れてしまいなさい。二度と立ち上がれないようにない。そりゃあ。なかなか。そりゃあ。
Now the F Maya's counter set has been turned on. She's gonna go ahead and get her bonks out here, and it's looking like this match is gonna be a wrap here.
Yep.
Solara quits on out.
Solara quitting out. So we see a decent amount of semi-upsets here, right? But at the same time, really good plays from both Babbage last time around, as well as Lazy this time around. Loving it. We are going to be subbing Careless out for Liminal, though.
Yeah, we got silent there for a second. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh.
right now.
I believe that we were all reading the same thing. So when I personally run my own tournaments as well, I make the first 2 rounds best of 1. 1 because it allows for a little bit more of an anybody's game kind of battle, and when you're running 32-man tournaments, you want the first 2 rounds to go on a little bit quicker so that we're not all sitting here with an entire best of 3 tournament, right? So
Yeah.
it is under the person who's running the tournament's discretion, but this is my preferred format as well, as it seems like Shogun's.
That is correct, although we'll talk about all of that at the end of the stream tomorrow on things going forward. But we'll talk about that later because we've got Liminal versus actually Tofu. And Liminal was the second place winner, or the second place runner-up in the Champions Cup versus Booty Pop. And definitely Liminal very, very strong. I really like watching Liminal play. Good player, but we're going up against somebody who is actually Tofu.
Yes,
now-
so Liminal is one of my favorite players to, I guess, play against, Theorycraft with, great guy. So I'm interested to see what he picks out here. He's got the Moonlight Ball profile picture. But it looks like he's been deterred from going away from a control draft because Tofu did ban out the Blood Moon Haste, because he did end up first picking Arbiter Vildred here. It looks like we're not going to be seeing any of that today.
So we do see the FCC Falconeer Quarry picking up 2 Knights against the first pick Arby.
So what does somebody who pre-bans Blood Moon Haste do if they don't get first pick?
They fight Arby?
They fight Arby. Or ban Arby. That's kind of you are throwing your life into the hands of Samu Gamer, and by that I mean RNGesus, to allow you to have that first pick and get that Arby.
Is Samu Gamer now the face of RNGesus himself?
That's true. Yes, actually.
Ooh, and the Falconer Clury Remnant Violet pick, a very scary combination.
Absolutely, and picks up the SSB.
So my only fear here is that Liminal is a little bit weak to the Arbiter Vildred and a little bit weak to the Ambitious Tywin as well in his draft.
It's true, and actually Tofu picks up the must-ban Rowana.
Yeah, gonna be very difficult to break through, especially with Ruel on board as well.
Yeah, because if you ban out the Arby, then you suffer through a Tywin, Crow, Ruel, and Rowana.
Yeah, it's looking very, very bad for Liminal.
Yeah.
You know what would be great here? Blood Moon Haste. Very, very great pickup here. If Liminal had it.
Opts to go with the DN last pick.
I think the Momo was the better pick.
Yeah. I was about to say, I would have loved to see the Momo here. I think the Deanne is a little bit weak, especially when you draft up Remnant Violet, because the attack buff doesn't do anything for you, right? And it's not like this guy needs to crit. He's going to slowly wear you down.
Right.
I think the Momo might have been it.
The Momo would have been pretty savage. Hey, people sleep on Montmorency. I don't think many people are building her up yet, but I personally just built up a 279 resistance, 284 with her 5% passive. Montmorency.
Nice, but we do see the 2 edgy boys banned out here, the Arby and the Rylet. So opts to not ban out Rowana. That's actually kind of interesting. I don't know.
No
way to win. Yeah.
No.
If he saves up and does a soul burn, SSB, S3, lands it on everything, and somehow does damage from there.
Chat, go ahead.
It's gonna get cleansed off by the Ambitious
Grab
Tyrant.
grab yourself a pillow. Go grab yourself a snack, maybe something to drink. Hit the restroom.
So, question here.
Yeah.
Do we know if Tofu's Ambitious Tywin is Bruiser or Effective?
We don't actually.
Code Frenzy 9. I'll go cook something. Yeah, go get some food. Go to the restroom.
Could be some crispy fries, please.
Wow, putting up that defense buff.
Making it just that much harder for Liminal to break through this.
I think Tofu still wants it out here. Just waiting for that soul burn.
Yeah, I was hoping that he would show us if it was an effectiveness Tywin by provoking the DN. That was I know that the flurry was the correct choice, but just wanted to see what the test was. But we'll see it here shortly when he gets that soul burn S3 going and then cycling and just being extra toxic.
Is able to put up a tiny barrier here as well. And I don't know what's going to be the decisive point in this match to decide who actually wins it out. It is going to be a little bit hard for Crowd to actually get a horse here because he is going to be constantly healed by the Rowana.
Yep.
And essentially the Ruel. So we're going to be going deep into Frenzy. And then once you get a half health Crowd and he does 30k damage, we'll be good to go.
Oh yeah. You have the Ruel, you have the Rowana for the healing and the support, and it's just a rough matchup here.
We need another restricting unit.
Oof. Yeah, because see, as you can see, the Batback just literally takes that Ambitious Tywin pretty much back to full. Keeps the Falconer
enough souls there yet because he's not using his skills, right?
Right.
Should be able to have them on the next rotation and then start that toxic ML Tywin game. Where's Landy when you need her? Yeah, Landy would actually be great here into all of these buffs.
Yeah, into both teams actually.
Dragon Glory S3 going into the Ruel, and it looks like that's the prime target here. You're gonna need to put up that revive buff quickly.
Yeah.
Or that Ruel is going to drop.
That's a very high effectiveness Falconer Quarry as well. Or a low effect resist Ruel.
I'm assuming high effectiveness Falconer Quarry.
For sure. Chat says
Soulburn S3.
Yeah, chat says that they should just set it to auto till at least Frenzy 6 or 7.
Ooh, and it looks like it's an effectiveness ML Tywin because it did land.
Yeah, that landed everything there.
So we're gonna be in for a bit longer game, chat. It's okay, buckle in, grab some popcorn.
That's right.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
I personally
Wow, going in for his second S2 of the game. Look at that pushing back resistance on that SSB. Stella Harper cleansing off a little bit of the debuffs here as well, along with the ambitious Tywin.
Absolutely. This is the problem with letting Rwanas through when you don't have enough, like you don't have a K-Ron or something that can really burst stuff down, is it's just going to end up chipping you away unless you get the magical unities, triple unity set back to back to back, double attacks into the flurry.
Deity taking his nap, he's got his pillow ready. So, Shogun, do you have a prediction? Are we going to see the Crow quad one-shot, or are we going to see the ultimate SB dunk at Frenzy 10?
I feel like we're going to see the Crow one-shot. He's going to chip the team away. I mean, we've already seen this ML Tywin just cycling, stunning the DN, stunning the Falconer Quarry.
3 for 4 stuns every rip so far.
Yeah.
I mean 80%.
That's true.
And we don't see 15% out here, unfortunately. The slows are actually going to hurt as well. I think that's the most powerful part about Ambitious Tywin. Not only just that he stuns you, it's that he slows you as well. Gonna hurt that rotation.
I don't think the stuns even matter. I think it's just the slows. It's the only reason he's good.
Slow is very, very painful. And essentially, Liminal's attack bar boosting Tofu to Kingdom Come.
And the thing is with the stuns and the slow, he can't even take advantage of the random defense breaks that he's throwing on there.
Wait a minute. This Crow is taking defense break. Is he a no resistance Crow, or is that a high effectiveness SSB?
Well, we'll find out if that SSB can ever get off an S3.
They needed to give ML Crow a slow. Yeah, a slow on skill 1 or skill 3 would have been insane for ML Crow. Would have been very, very nice. Push that term and advantage for the hits.
Mevlin just in fact finished his master's degree apparently. He started it at the beginning of this match and just finished it up. Congratulations to Mevlin for that master's degree. Hopefully it was in how to not get Blingo pre-banned.
Might need to change that Rep Mevlin, or a name change might be nice as well.
That's true. Yeah, just change the name, change the rep, or just bamboozle everybody. Just make everybody
Did you see
think
that right there?
That is...
Wait, Shogun.
Yeah.
He only landed 2 stuns there.
Only 2 stuns. That's actually... You know what? I think that ML Tywin needs a buff currently because, I mean, he only landed 2 stuns there. Seems a little on the underpowered side, actually.
You know what's kind of ridiculous? Usually when I fight ML Tywin, he does quad stun my team every single game, so I'm surprised that he's landing so few stuns where it matters.
That's true. That is true.
ML Tywin's best counter is ML Tywin. And these long games, but you can't both have them. They need ML Tywin V2. Like what?
Yeah.
Robot ML Tywin now. ML Tywin.
Right.
Do you think we'll see the ML Tywin, or they'll buff Tywin to also be ML Tywin?
Oh,
That's-
that'd be huge.
Very possible. Blue ML Tywin?
Yes.
I would like to see that. Although the ML Tywin needs to stop stunning the SSB because it's preventing this game from getting to the frenzy point where it can just end by not getting the batbacks and the CR push.
I really hope Tofu and Liminal took off work tomorrow.
I agree. As a matter of fact, we're probably not even going to be able to finish the first round today because it will actually just go into tomorrow. We'll have to speed through all of the rest of the brackets. We'll just best of one the rest of the tournament if this match ever actually finishes.
Wait, he's got the soul burn and he's getting into high frenzy with the SSB.
Ooh.
It's almost time for- If she gets free, it might be over. That crowd is 13,800 HP right now.
Yeah.
And we have seen him take a defense break. Look at that damage.
Oh.
It's almost time. Does he have the S3? He does have the Soulburn S3. He needs a quad stun right here, and this crowd will be able to one-shot something.
That's right. How many do we see?
Oh, SSB.
Ooh,
Three
stuns.
She's free. He needs to heal either himself or this ML Tywin here, and he can't get up the revive buff.
I think Tofu's out.
Decides to heal the ML Tywin. You cannot put up revive buff here. You can't do it, or else you're not going to get your horse.
I think he has to, or he just dies. Because the batback, does this push it in front?
Ooh.
Oh, it pushed him in front.
Yes, it's enough. It's enough. You get a horse. Who do you kill here is the question. Is this the command or the SSB?
I feel like, yeah, you
Yeah,
kill
you have to kill the
SSB.
SSB. Yeah. Take it on out. 16.5k damage through the SSB Aureus, and now this Tywin's able to take his turn, get off a free provoke. There is no more damage on the other side of the field. As long as Tofu does not continuously heal himself up, looks like this game is over.
Yeah, pretty much. The getting rid of the SSB was the key here. I don't think there's enough on Liminal's side. Although we'll see. Wow, that actually was a lot of damage to
I think you
that.
revive yourself here, right? You
Yeah,
revive yourself.
It doesn't heal at all. It'll only heal like 2k.
but it does
And
put
get
on
rid of
invulnerability.
I mean, but you don't want to heal the crowd, right? So you just heal yourself? Yeah, yeah.
And not even
what? Yeah, it doesn't heal. Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
once you
you
get
go
later into
worthless.
frenzy, dude.
because the Clary's just gonna solo his entire team now if he gets the crow out.
Actually, that's
That
true.
crowd's 3k HP. I don't know, dude. It's kind of sketch.
He has to land slow with his ML Tywin here, or else he. Once that Clary breaks free, it's over. Honestly, Tofu needs to kill Clary first, so Clary doesn't guarantee self-boost herself.
Yep.
Yeah, and she's gonna have the S3 as well, and it's not like he has any cleanse. Is this a Soulburn S3? It is.
He has to. He has to try to get the slow on right here. And the stun.
How many do we see? We see the stuns, triple stun,
It's doing
and the
damage.
slow.
You know, I feel like if this was a crit damage ML Tywin, he wouldn't have gotten the stuns, but they would have all died here.
Yeah.
Wait, Tofu's on red bar.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Tofu just spent 30 minutes. It's not looking good.
Yeah, because at this point in the game, we can't play back through all of this.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally impossible.
okay.
He
The
does
bar-
reconnect here.
Yeah.
Does
the
it connect
timer.
then?
The timer is
Tofu,
counting down.
Game crashed. Game crashed. It looks like loss.
No
Liminal!
rip.
Wow.
Yikes, tragedy. You hate to see it. His account is going to auto it out. The question is without ML Tywin Soulburn, will Tofu be able to pull it out?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so Liminal now is playing some PvE. Liminal, can you beat the computer?
No, Pete.
Oh.
Tofu gave up.
Tofu.
Yeah,
Oh.
connection to the servers has been lost. And Shogun, this is just a suggestion. You don't have to take it, but I think this is Tofu's loss here.
It is Tofu's loss because we're not going to be able to play back through that, unfortunately, because it would come out a completely different way. Unfortunately, that is the way that things go when you have to deal with the internet. Trust me, I know. Liminal is going to move on, though.
It's unfortunate because he was playing so slow that his internet tried to go as slow as he did, and unfortunately that results in a disconnection.
Yes.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Apologize for that one. But Liminal is going to move on.
Liminal.
Liminal,
I love Liminal.
Merb DDoS.
Liminal DDoSing Tofu decided, hey, you know what? I'm tired of playing this. We're done with this game. I'm just gonna drop the DDoS. Do we have Panchuy? Did Panchuy get called into court yet? Because we got Honjo.
I am not sure.
Sleepy Panchuy. We're actually almost down to the end of the first round. We've only got 3 more matches. We've got Panchuy and Honjo. We've got Godless, the man himself, versus Jace. And then we have the RNG god Sama versus Booty Pop Triple X.
Are we going through the second round today as well?
We will be going through the second round today. We'll be taking a little bit of an intermission in between, and then we'll get through the second round as fast as possible, or at least half of it, depending on how long these guys decide to take.
Wait, who are we waiting on?
We are waiting on the man himself, Panchuy.
There's no way he's awake yet.
Oh, he is. Apparently, he is not in my Discord.
Oh, okay.
Panchuy, that's what you get for not joining the Discord, so I could give you the tournament role.
About to say, he's on the same terrible sleep schedule I am.
A little bit unfortunate, and Godless and Jess are not here either, so you can't even move on to the next match. Oh, the Panchuy is in the chat. Yup. Come on out.
Panchuy, yep. Too busy playing Guardian Tales. How long will the intermission be? The intermission will be about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's just enough time to make some coffee.
Exactly, and use the little Shogun's room. Get a little bit of a stretch on. Chat. Make sure that you guys stand up every so often. Get your stretch on. Very important. Grab yourself some water while we wait for Panchuy.
There he is.
There he is. That wasn't nearly enough time to go get any water. So we have Panchuy versus Honjo. I'm excited to see Honjo because I want to see everything counterattack. I've been told that everything that Honjo has on his account is in counter gear, everything, and it is the best counter gear in the entire game. Also, Liminal said that Swamp is recruiting, by the way, in case anybody is interested. If you don't join them, Liminal will actually DDoS you. So we are starting. We do see the pre-bans come out. We see the SSB and we see the RB bans. First pick, FCC.
CC first pick. I'm surprised he's pre-banning Seaside Malona. I guess that's because he loves the Hala W pickup.
Yeah.
The Tempest Surin.
I was in on it. I knew what you were talking about. But for chat, the Tempest Surin, Panchuy, probably one of the more known Tempest Surin players.
He was doing it first, pretty much.
Yeah, he was. Do we see it immediately here? He's got a good setup for it.
He does, for sure. And is he afraid that Honjo will take it from him if he doesn't? Ooh. Looking at the
Yeah, very, very bold first picks here. FCC and Falcon are clear. We have never seen those before here
That's
today.
That's true.
And
very out of the norm. And a Tywin and Ruel.
Yeah, it seems as we're getting onto the latter half of the bracket, we're seeing a lot more ambitious Tywins, a lot less Last Rider Kraus.
Yeah, they decided that they've seen enough of the Last Rider crowd. They are not going to make the same mistake.
Thinking.
Sweetie, yeah, thinking a little bit here. See the DN pickup. Very safe on the side of Honjo. I mean, very safe on the side of Panchuy as well. I feel like both of them, this is where they're going to draft. They have to draft the threats. We see the A-Ravi.
The first A-Ravi that we've seen today. I mean, if he's playing counter,
Hey,
Ooh,
there's the
there it is.
green Assyria.
Yo, okay, Code, I hope that you're here. You requested it, and it has arrived. The Bruiser Assyria is coming to play. That's right, the
Bruiser
first green
Assyria,
Assyria
yep.
of the tournament.
Now, it's
Very,
interesting
very
to
nice.
see the A-Ravi because that's a character that has kind of fallen off. Like, I mean, really hard because she is so single target, very greedy character, right? Oh, and the A-Momo. Do you just
Very, very nice.
All right.
First promo of the day. I have been screaming for Montmorency to come out to play, but nobody seems to want to draft her. I don't know why.
So we see the Falconeer Quarry and we see the Tempest Surin band. So we're gonna get to see the Green and Bruiser Assyria gameplay here. I'm actually really interested to see this.
The Momo does help counter it, but it's still going to be pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
The Bruiser Assyria is a little bit stronger into the Montmorency. It's gonna take a decent amount of damage here. Oh wait! It's effectiveness. Effectiveness.
Ooh.
He's not gonna be able to get that anti-crit onto himself, which means he risks... No, he's not gonna get popped
No.
by an FCC. There's
Yeah.
no...
No, the Momo's just going to heal it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just pops us 3 here. Wait,
Decides to S2.
what the world? Okay.
That seems,
Why would you...
Yeah.
Yeah, Momo S3 is just going to heal both? Question mark? I don't know
No
what that...
reason to.
Yeah, especially if
Very,
you
very
S3 here, that was definitely a waste.
You're basically taking an extra cleanse away from your team here.
Yep. I don't know that that was the right play there for sure. Does he go into the Assyria to test it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the unfortunate thing here, it looks like that does have a lot of defense on that Assyria, or that
Yeah.
Apoc Ravi is a little bit low damage. There's no real defense break on Hongyo's side of the board, right? Now, he can plow into this Assyria a bunch, right? But she's just going to get revived and then reset the Ruel again. So it looks like we'll be going into Frenzy yet for another game. Until this Ravi can ramp up and get those Soulburn S1s.
Right. Or the lucky Alencia S1, S2s. But that's going to be difficult into anything with effect resist. Also seems like he is just kind of really focusing the Assyria and kind of just letting the Tywin.
I mean,
Just
she's
do-
essentially the squishiest thing on board here, right? And he's
That
not
is true,
too
yeah.
afraid of Tywin. Even if it is an effectiveness, Tywin Momo can, you know, handle the light work.
Yep.
And this is a tanky FCC as well, so no crit damage. Like, no crit damage bruisers.
Yeah. These are definitely stall teams, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's another non-crit come out. He finally has built up enough souls because he's not using his skills.
Yep. Also, haven't seen much in the way of counterattacks from the resident counterattack king.
Yeah, I don't know if that Deanne's on counter right now. Do you think it's a very fast, bulky counter set?
I don't know. Maybe Panchuy knows that the DN's not on counter. They've tested this DN enough times to really determine whether or not that would be on counter, and I don't think it is. We do see the defense break here, and big damage from the Alencia almost takes it home. Gotta heal here. I think this kills. You're gonna have to revive here.
And the A Tywin is finally going to be able to get off a Soulburn S3. But the problem is that the Momo is not going to take any debuffs here. Oh, wait! That looks like
Oh,
bruiser damage.
that is some
Yeah, like
damage.
bruiser damage.
It did okay damage there.
Yeah.
once it gets to Frenzy, that a Taiwan will do.
Yep. That's that Taiwan we were talking about previously. In that
Bruiser A Taiwan, it doesn't matter that you're not landing the Suns. You wouldn't have landed them on Momo anyway, but because he's Bruiser, he has a chance here. And he's going to be able to reset right here on this Ruel once his area is able to take a turn. Knowing that it's Bruiser and it's going to be a little bit squishier, the Alencia charges into it. Gotta make sure not to proc that Mind's Eye anymore.
Resets the Ruel.
ooh, that's actually, yeah, that's really good. The reset on the Ruel. This just means that you're right. We're taking it to Frenzy 47, boys. Until a Taiwan can just one-shot everything, because that was pretty big damage there on that Momo just off of the S1.
Oh yeah.
It looks like, though, his crit rate is not very high, and this APOC Robbie's going for the kill here with attack buff. Oh, I thought that she would have been going into the ambitious Taiwan.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like right now the Assyria is not the biggest threat, even if she hits a defense down, a defense break. A Momo just takes care of it.
The DN here, though, I believe.
Yeah.
And now APOC Robbie has essentially wasted her S3.
Yep.
But the Soul Burn S1 will do more damage. What other Soul Burn is on here?
Yeah. It's gotta be Soul Burn S1. It should be able to execute the Ruel in late, but it's just a little bit rough.
You get
Frenzy Epic 9, yup.
Yep.
Here's a counterattack. Steals some
Crimson Seed Alencia.
The question is, does the Momo proc here?
Ooh.
Gonna get
That was big damage, and still
the defense break sticks.
Yeah.
There
Still
goes
has
all
the defense
heals.
break.
There's-
DN, I'm pretty sure that is good night for DN.
So, what did we learn here? Effectiveness this area. Being able to defense break is very good. Bruiser ML Taiwan. Being able to actually do damage, also very good. Yeah, that Momo has too much resistance. That wasn't going to land anything there, but...
He just went for fun.
Yeah.
What it'd probably do...
Executes the DN here, very nice.
Yeah. Executes
And
that. Ooh.
Crimson Seed.
It's still not over. That Robbie can solo this entire fight.
Has that Ravi countered at all?
It got stunned last time, and it
That's
Crimson
fair.
Seeded out of the slow. This time it Crimson Seeded out of the stun.
Okay.
Does decide to preserve his Assyria. And there are not enough debuffs to fully lock down that Alencia. He's been getting lucky here and not proccing the Mind's Eye, even though he's been batting into it.
Ooh.
And it looks like this
that
Momo is
double
about to
attack.
drop as well.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very squishy. I don't know why he's wasting the souls going for this defense break.
Yeah,
I
it
guess for
doesn't
more
really
damage, but
It doesn't, does it?
yeah, I think it does slightly more damage. But like, you might as well just bank on the dual attack, honestly,
Right.
because you're essentially wasting your ML Taiwan souls.
I mean, this right here without the anti-crit,
Yeah, it's dead.
just done.
Bop. Oh, and it's on Sashay as well. I didn't realize.
Ooh.
It does
Now-
damage, a lot more damage. Yeah, increases the damage.
Okay. Now it's double counter time though.
The thing is here as well is that he needs to hit into the APOC Robbie here. Does not opt up hitting into the APOC Robbie. Does he have skill 3 on Fallen Cecilia? Yes, he does. Okay, I see. Because he needs to shield himself from dying to that APOC Robbie.
Right.
It looks like this game is going over to Panchuy.
And probably going to be doing decent damage here to this Alencia as well with the defense break.
Alright, we're getting made fun of for Soul Burn S1 does a lot more damage, honestly.
I see. Yes, The non-attack Assyria doing a lot more damage with the attack that she doesn't have. True. I stand by slightly more damage for the effectiveness Assyria.
Soul Burns into this. Does it kill the Assyria this time around? Does it even
Yeah,
matter? Okay.
does end up dropping it, but it looks like this game is a wrap. There's no way he can break through.
Alencia definitely gone. This does big damage, decent damage to the Aravi too,
Yeah.
And,
And
slows her, and her
has
Crimson
slows.
Seed is wasted, so she's forced to
and
provoke.
provoked,
Yeah, with
and
Crimson
Assyria
Seed, it
is brought
Yeah.
back to life. Green Assyria though, doing work.
Soul burns it to land the defense break
A
as
little-
well.
a
And now he's
little
going to
extra
shake off
damage.
the anti-crit, and this ML Tywin should collect the kill here.
Oh, big
Good
damage.
13 with 16 damage, yeah.
Okay.
I've actually been using effectiveness this area a little bit more with my Ruel as well. I use a high effectiveness this area as well. It's pretty nice, not gonna lie. Especially for these prolonged matches.
Oh,
This
for
area
sure.
Ruel is very toxic.
For sure. So up next is going to be Godless versus Jace. And I know that Godless was asking for an invite. Okay, cool. You know, if Godless has million fans, I am one of them. If Godless has 10 fans, I am also one of them. If Godless has only one fan, that is me. If Godless has no fans, I am not on this earth. If the world is against Godless, I am against the world. That's right. The man himself, Godless. Copy pasta. Gotta love it.
Poetic Shogun. Appreciate that.
Can we get some Sharfade? Can we get some Godless copy pasta in the chat?
When does it count as like copy lasagna over copy pasta?
When
Like,
it's
how
baked,
juicy does it have to
when
be?
it's baked for 2 hours at about 450 degrees, and you add a little bit of cheese in there.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So
You
I would
can't have
say
lasagna
D-Derp.
without cheese.
D-Derp's Acades is actually copy lasagna, not copy pasta.
That's yes.
Yes.
It has
of course,
been-
of course.
Has been baked for quite a while. Are you sure you guys aren't dads? We are actually all dads. All
Have
of
you
us.
not seen my cat?
Right. Have you not seen my Discord? I am the father of a lot of children. Where is Godless? Godless, are you... You were literally just in the Discord, sir.
You can see her in there, but she's been chilling right over there.
Didn't get it.
She's asleep, so I can't pick her up and show her off.
Oh, your cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, Deity's got an extra hefty chunker.
My cat is the best.
Is it my turn?
There we go. There's the man. Jace versus Godless. Godless, a gold level player, probably one of the best gold level players in the game currently. Rocking the little heart frame. Can't even be bothered to change to the legend frame. Doesn't want to flex too hard on people, but real quick bans.
Well, never mind. Also, at X Sky King, I just did an unboxing. Okay, so there's box guts everywhere. All right. Why is everyone so? And there's I unboxed.
Look at this diversity of picks.
Yeah, we've got 3 knights on board in 3 picks.
Oh, are we gonna see an early H-Ufine? I have really been enjoying the holiday Ufine.
Yeah, I would like to see her a little bit more inside of this tournament.
We did actually see her quite a bit in the Champions Cup.
Yeah, it was
making
like half
big
the game,
moves.
it felt like.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Literally the reason why after the Champions Cup I opted to build mine. So we see the RB and the T-Surin into the ML Haste.
Do you think Jess is cleaving here?
Very
Is
possible.
he able to? Ooh, Vivian would be really nice protection here. Protect you against the Silence, the Unbuffable, and the Blind from the Arbiter Vildred as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the multi-hit if you can get the flush to kill the T-Star in one shot.
Mhm.
Exactly.
If you have enough crit rate, unlike somebody I know.
Oh, deity. Did you fix that yet? Oh.
99.4.
Syngelica.
Tragedy.
It's a very interesting pick. I don't think we actually... Did we see Syngelica picked at all in the Champions Cup, deity?
Not that I remember now.
Yeah.
I think that this is the first Angelica of the day here as well, and the weird part is that Godless has 0 damage on board, other than the Blood Moon Haste, of course, which is
Right.
damage. Do you think we're going to see a last pick SSB come out from Godless here? Would that be the play?
I feel like it would be a good play, for sure. So we see the
There's the Glaive and the
blue
Visaria.
rose.
I'm
Yep.
assuming Visaria. Wait,
You aren't even fit to kiss
Spectating.
my feet.
interesting.
I think it's good.
Is
Godless
gonna
is
use
Viken?
Viken?
But it makes no
Yo.
sense here.
It doesn't, and it would just get banned.
One shot to the roads and cut him off.
So, Godless did take 6 days off from the game. It seems that he is coming back a little bit tired and unsure of what he needs to do here in order to win it out.
So
That's
opts
a
into
cool
the K-Run. I very much would have liked to have seen the Baiken. Unfortunately, the Baiken probably would have just gotten banned.
Yeah,
But-
probably.
Yeah.
Actually, Ozakir did pick Sinful Angelica in the Champions Cup.
Ah, fair enough.
Seems like Jess is waiting a long time here in order to lock in his ban.
Bans out the Blood Moon Haste.
It seems like Godless does have some damage on board. The question is, can his K-Ron carry it on out here?
Okay,
It's
so
going to be a
he's-
little tough with Fallen Cecilia on board. I think you need to provoke that and stop her S3 from coming out.
Absolutely, yep. But do we see the 15%?
He went for
Opts
Arby.
to
And
go for
he-
Arby and gets 15%ed. I actually have it on good authority that Jace's Arby is actually an effect resist Arby. It is rocking 300 plus effect resist.
So, here's the other question. Do you think this is a crit damage Lilius here? Do you think it could be?
We'll find out.
Well, he gets what he needs.
I
Yeah, he
mean,
gets the proper dual attack here, but the problem is that skill nullifier is going to come up, and K-Ron is going to be rendered essentially useless.
yep.
All he
Unless
has to do is deal enough damage to that K-Ron so that he pops immortality.
Oh, I just
and
did. That hurts him even worse, actually. I gotta say.
yeah, it's not gonna make a difference here, right? Looks like this game is a wrap here. You really needed to get a provoke onto that Fallen Cecilia to stand any kind of a chance here.
yeah. Rip.
And he
Well,
quits on out, yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
game. I think the 15% hurt there, but I think he mistargeted anyway, because, right, even if you provoke the Arbiter Vildred, what does that
Yeah,
do for
absolutely. Yeah, he needed to have the skill nullifier gone.
I will not just.
you? Oh, well, I'm seeing confirmation that Sinful Angelica has 100% loss in both tournaments now.
Now
Rest in
everybody.
peace to all the champion Zeratos that died for our sins.
I was just gonna say that. Bet you're feeling a little disappointed that you swapped Champ Zerato out for that.
Can I get some Sama G5s in the chat? Anybody got it up on board? Can I get some
That's
Sama
right.
G5? The dual attack king is gonna come
The
on out here.
dual attack king, some BR flags. Actually, really excited to see this. Booty Pop has not actually finished placements, but he's bronze. But
Ah,
really
So this is the
strong.
final match of the
First round.
yeah,
Yep.
first round.
Alencia and SSB. Now you gotta wonder, did Samu go back and watch the main tournament to get information on Booty Pop?
he might have. after seeing the bracket, knowing that your opponent is matched up against you in the first round and you already know his entire unit box, might as well.
So we see the DN come out. Good play with the Alencia ban, actually, since Alencia kind of hurts
Ooh.
the...
Careless waking on up here. He set his alarm for an hour too late. Unfortunate. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it, Careless. It's okay. Liminal DDoSed Tofu for you. So we do see Booty Pop taking a little bit of time here on the picks.
Not bad.
Sees the Spec Tenny comes out.
We've been seeing a lot of Spectre Tenebrias today.
Yes. To varying degrees of success.
Oh, Careless saying that he set his alarm for AM and not PM.
Ooh.
Rookie mistake.
Rip.
That's going to be a $500 cost to you, my
But
friend.
hopefully, Careless, you are feeling very well rested, and that is the real prize.
True, true.
Imagine getting good sleep.
Couldn't be me.
A lot of Sama supporters coming on out here. If we look at the bets, it looks like Sama has a 64% representation rate in this chat.
That is
Everybody
right.
believes in him.
Hey,
Who is
sometimes
Samarando? For the blind, it is light. For the hungry, it is bread. For the thirsty, it is source of water. For the dead, it is life. For the sick, it is the cure. For the prisoner, it is freedom. For the loner, it is the companion. For the traveler, it is the way. For me, it is everything.
beautiful poetry.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna see the Fire Tenny come out. I know you're gonna be excited for this one.
Yes, I love Fire Tenebria. I actually didn't get to see Booty in motion. I'm excited to see him here today.
Yeah, it is very good. His Spec Tenny, very strong.
Ooh, double Tenny as well. I like it.
His Fire Tenny is very slow and thick.
Better not be countered. I'm gonna be upset.
I mean, he won the first tournament with it.
Is this a counter?
I mean,
These people don't know. I'm up to 1v1 him. I'm just saying.
Ooh, Booty Pop, Kaz throwing down the gauntlet.
Hey, I'm a Tenny fan, but not on counter.
You see
Hey,
the
prove me wrong though.
Surin come out. This is the infamous triple unity set K-Run.
There's a lot of AoE on board from Sama as well, so I don't know about that Spectre Tenebria as well, unless it's very bulky.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see a Dizzy ban.
Yeah, Dizzy Band would be very strong here. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, there it
Yep.
is.
So you do get to see the double Tenny.
What if Fizz Charon's actually on triple unity this time?
I
It'd actually be
mean,
hilarious.
I
I mean,
mean,
but then
yeah.
it's gonna get stunned. But then it's gonna get stunned and slept, right?
I get
Immunity.
S1 with Bassar and kill whatever target he hits.
Oh.
Just S1 out of the gate. S1 to S1.
No, it's got immunity,
Okay.
but
So
it's
it's
very
double.
slow. So maybe double unity.
double
K-Ron.
unity K-Run.
Yeah, that is the slowest K-Ron that I've ever seen.
That thing's gonna hit like a truck, or its counter, or something's up with it.
It's...
Now, DN does put up anti-crit, and she does have elemental advantage, but that does not actually matter
So
in the world of K-Run.
this Falconer Clury has to provoke into this Bazaar here. It needs to connect. If he gets resisted, this game might swing in the wrong direction. Does land both debuffs there.
Luckily, he does get to put up the skill null here to protect the Bassar afterwards from the Spectre team.
I don't think that you do that.
Oh
I
wait,
think
the Fire Fever is hiding.
Yeah, I think you let it die.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Let it die, revive it.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was big.
I feel like the
Silence.
Ruel may get sniped right here.
One or the other. I didn't realize. I forgot this Ruel is non-immunity set. Banking on resistance is not the play here. Does get broken.
Ooh.
You hate to see it. Chat, this is why you pack immunity set Ruel. Resistance set is not enough. Does end up going into the Ruel, and looks like that is going to be enough damage to kill.
Kiss my feet.
Tragedy.
I will step on you.
Yeah, that Ruel is deado. A 13 difference.
I'm scared. He gets to cook into defense break.
So, what Sama Gamer needs right here is he needs a defense break. He needs to kill without attack buff, without Elias Knife.
Does crit? It doesn't work.
Oh!
There we go.
That's big.
There's the kill.
That is quite large. Anti-crit showing us once again that it is just a meme.
You know, the very interesting thing here is that he is going to fully rotate out of his anti-crit before this K-Ron takes another turn, I believe.
The super slow. That K-Ron hits so hard for being full HP. He's just gonna S1 soul burn, or S1 and kill everything.
Yeah. He needs to pop this K-Ron here.
This K-Ron's like 6k attack, which, if it's counter K-Ron, he might win right here.
He's gonna get to swipe if he crits that.
No, he rotates out of immunity, actually.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
It's not enough. Needed soul burn. Needed to actually use his skills a little bit. Does end up critting the Deanne. Does not land mischance debuff, and it looks like that's going to be the game. The K-Ron was not enough. The memes did come out, but they were not powerful enough to win.
Oh, is this Dreamblade K-Ron?
No.
I have no idea what it's on. I can't tell.
I'm confused. I need to see the stats
Well,
on that.
the Tenny missed him.
Yushu had blind debuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Very, very slow K-Ron here.
Yes, he's going into full.
The Tenny was blind. Needed the sight.
It's dust.
EV K-Ron.
Oh wait, that could win right here. Oh no, he's gonna rotate into.
Yeah, he's gonna rotate into the sun. You need a 15% here in order to land a chance.
15%.
And then after that, K-Ron needs to double crit Dust Devil after sniping the Deanne from full in order to win. It looks like he will not get the chance.
That is game right there. Good game though, Samu. Booty Pop coming up through the Champions Cup into the main one, starting off very strong with the double Tenny.
Yeah, I will say though, I do believe that was a little bit of an immunity difference there, right? Had that Ruel actually been on immunity, Sama would have been in a very, very good position there.
Very few EU players have a lot of immunity.
Come on, y'all need to go farm A13. What are you doing?
He had it on his other units though.
Yeah, but you need it on everybody. That's the problem.
That's right. So Booty Pop is going to move on, and that is the end of our first round. Now we are going to run through the second round as fast as we can. They are going to be best of threes, unfortunately, so we may only get about halfway through and then call it and then finish up the rest tomorrow. We'll see how we're feeling around the middle line. But right now we're going to take an intermission. We're going to take about 5 minutes. We'll come back and we'll be fresh. We'll be good to go. So everybody get up, go use the potty. Go do whatever you need to, and we will be back in about 5 minutes.
I have to pee so bad.
Cracky.